G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man?
I'm back.
Yo, welcome back, man. You had COVID.
Damn, that's how you gonna do me like that, bro?
Yeah, you like it was lonely. The top feels so much better at the. Huh? How you doing, man?
Feeling a lot better, man. Thank you. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the team holding it down. Still, shout out to all the people in the comments. I saw every comment for the last episode. Shout out to everybody who sent love over. I appreciate it.
It was a lot. There's a lot
of people that send love.
Yes.
But I'm good. I'm feeling good.
Did you take a test today?
I took a test yesterday. Negative.
Yesterday? Good.
2 tests. So
yeah, you take 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurt?
2 times. Nah, it was good.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Man.
It's good to have you back. How do you think you caught COVID?
I don't know, man. Everybody that was around was good.
Were you at a party or were you at somebody's home?
No.
Just curious. I just want to get your business.
I was home. I went out to eat, like twice last week, or week before. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Do you think that's what it was? You think the restaurant?
I don't know. I can't say. You know, COVID is invisible, man. You can't. I can't.
I think you're lying when you say something like that. I think you was at somebody's house.
You think I was with somebody and they had it? And
Yeah.
No.
Being a freak.
Everybody that I was with, the last 14, 16 days, all got tested, including my family. Everyone's negative, except for me. Until now. Now I'm negative again.
Because you was at somebody's home.
No.
Gee, what you be doing?
You trying to really find some? I'm still a sniper, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a sniper. I'm still a sniper, man. I'm out here. I'm chilling.
How was your week during quarantine?
It was cool. Still, I felt a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We still had to, get up and do school with my son. So I had to make sure he rock out. He quarantined with me the whole time. So, he was excited about that. He could get to stay with pops. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lil Dawson.
Dawson, what up? But I was going through music. I was watching a lot of TV, a lot of shows, movies. Mortal Kombat came out. I'm excited about that.
I saw it.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You
ever need to say any sponsors? Anything to shout out?
Still got the sponsors on deck, man. Hold on, we here, man.
Corny, look.
Big sponsors is here today, man.
I ain't get no money from this. I just letting y'all know I ain't jacking it.
You always say I don't come bearing gifts, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's for me?
That's for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good looking, man.
Shout out to today's big sponsor, man. Big
they
sponsor.
They pay me, so I'm putting it under the table.
It's way from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Virginia, man. Shout out to Terrace and Clout. You know what I'm saying? They got this wonderful little sweater, man. I kind of like this. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. And they got my man Queen's Football hat. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's good. You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
I like the shirt. You like the shirt?
I like the shirt. Good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Would you wear this?
Yes, I would.
Oh, you would. I'm like,
I would.
Yo, man. Shout out to Terrace and Clout, man. At Terrace and Clout on Instagram. TerraceandClout.com is the website. Dope. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable, man. We back. Let's do it. What's up? We got a good guest in the house, man.
G Money.
Yo.
Episode 189. Nigga, we made it. We got a special guest.
Woo.
BX or B next. Bronx in the building.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Do they still use BX or B next?
Nah.
My man, round of applause for Hocus for Fifth. Welcome, man. What's up, man?
What's good? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Finally. You prideful. So fucking prideful.
Hey, we both prideful. We are.
We are. Welcome to Flip the Script. It's good to have you.
Shout out to your team for being here too, man. Shout out to the whole team. You want to shout the team out? Let everybody know who's in the
shout out to the team. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Gio. Gio's the cameraman. Been my cameraman.
I don't know you, but I'll shout you out because you was talking crazy with your stupid ass camera. I'll break your camera, nigga. I'm on your body. I'm for real.
Shout out to my whole team, Team 4/5. We in the building.
Y'all came in here bearing gifts too, man. Let's talk about that. They came in here bearing gifts. Shouts to y'all for
Y'all know. For those who know me out there, they know I'm a health nut. I used to be overweight. We get into all that, but when I got locked up, I changed my lifestyle. I became vegan. I promote health products right now, so we came giving y'all some good health products. That's
the first to bring us health products. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah,
it was good. We had a shot. What was the shot called?
Antiviral.
All right, man. Slow down, man. Antiviral shot. Nah, shout out to my man. That's my man right there. Antiviral. Your partner.
Y'all took the antiviral. We all took the antiviral shot together.
Did.
And it tastes good, right?
It
a little spicy, but because of Kanye pepper, but it tastes good.
Cayenne, not Kanye.
They gonna go crazy in the comments of that one. That was good.
Kanye pepper. He might as well start a pepper brand, right? That should be fire.
It would. And you got to pick up. I bet you you wouldn't let him live up if he came up with that, because you gonna say,
No.
I said that on Factor Scrap.
I'm a what? I'm
That's
gonna
it.
play. I'm gonna take this, post it.
Exactly.
It's a good timing for me though, man. I appreciate the health, the extra health that came in today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
especially for you. Yeah,
yeah.
most
So
definitely.
I'm definitely taking some of those home. You know what I'm saying? I might take flips.
Yeah, y'all got some
portion
Seymours,
two.
y'all got Antivirus, whatever. Y'all got a lot of stuff there, so you know.
Well, welcome.
Thank
We're
you.
happy to have you here. We haven't been here in a while, so I would love for G to do the honors, man.
Get
It feels
back to
good.
it?
Yeah, back to it. Oh, I can turn up. Whatever you want me to do.
Nah, we here, man. Definitely want to say welcome is overdue. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, people been in the comments for a while about you. You know what I'm saying? Saying that we should have you on the couch. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, and we watched that. We watched the comments. We watched the people. You know what I'm saying? So the fans, this is for us. This is for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all requested people. We're gonna get them up here. The people that make sense though, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously, he makes sense. He's here. So with that being said, take us back. Let's start with the childhood, man. Take us back before the hocus, before the fifth, before the time, before the vegan. Let's go back into day one. You know what I'm saying? Take us back. Where you from? Were you born and raised the whole 9 yards?
Well, I was born and raised in Harlem. You know, my
Harlem Hospital.
Yeah, Harlem Hospital actually. I was born in Harlem Hospital. I got 7 brothers, 3 sisters. I got a big family. You know what I mean? My mother is from Guyana, and her father is from Texas. You know what I mean? And they both came to New York because whatever New York was the North was the place to be back in the days. So they came to New York, and ironically, they both last name was Harris already. That's crazy. Yeah. So when they got married, they didn't have to change their name. That's like
hold on. So they
right. That's like crazy.
They ain't do no research to see first.
No, because she's from Guyana. Like literally came as an immigrant from Guyana. He came from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he came from somewhere else before Texas, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His I believe either his mother or his father was half white or white. I don't really remember. I got the history on that, but yeah, that's my grandparents on my mother's side. My father's side, my father's father was Puerto Rican. And his mother is black, so I'm a mutt. I'm mixed up all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my roots started in Harlem, and I moved to the Bronx. My parents was in the streets. My moms and pops was in the streets. 80s crack era. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My pops was hustling. Mom's, she started doing her thing, whatever, smoke, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up in foster care at a young age. Me and my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And after that was like 90, 91. And from there, my parents cleaned up. My father quit the streets. They got back together, and they came and got us out of foster care. And then that's how I ended up in the Bronx, Castle Hill Project. That's where I'm a BX representative. That's where my roots began as like a child. That's where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm originally from Harlem.
But you raised and
I was raised in the Bronx.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's like my blood cousin, my real cousin is Medici. Like my mother and his mother is sister.
I always see how that, yeah.
Right. So like, so people like, oh, Medici from Harlem. No, yeah, because we really from Harlem. It's just that my moms and my father moved to the Bronx when they came and got us from foster care. I was in foster care in Brooklyn. And it's crazy. Just a quick story about foster care. Brooklyn is retarded, right?
Oh, man.
Yo, look. I was 8 years old in foster care. 8 years old, mind you. Remember that, y'all, when y'all watching this. 8 years old. And I remember there was this family called the Grease Monkeys. We called them the Grease Monkeys because they had jerry curls. You know what I mean? That was mad greasy. And they had fronted on my man Charles, right? This is 200 Putnam Avenue. I don't know if that's the style. I think it's the style. I don't really remember too much. So they had fronted on Charles. So Charles was like, yo, you know what? Like, that was our boy. You know what I mean? But I'm 8 years old at the time. We went to Charles' brother's house and we went to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? His brother gave us a gun. We went back to the block. But long story short, we didn't use a gun. But just to have access at 8 years old to a gun, it's like, I think about that now. Like, that was crazy back then. You know what I'm saying? So Brooklyn with foster care was crazy. It was just like, got into fights every day.
So hold on real quick. I got to pause you on a few points.
Yeah.
Foster care, you said they fronted on Charles.
Yeah.
Fronted on him, like, meaning what?
Like they were trying to press him or fight him or something like that. Like it was like they was fronting on him. Like I forgot the issue was. It was a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was an issue. Like, you know, it was about to be something. And Charles was like, yo, we out. Charles was older though. I was 8. Charles had to be like 14, maybe 13. He was a little older than us. You know, me and my brothers. You know what I mean? And we went with him though. Go get his brother house to go get a gun.
Let me ask you a question. Paul me. You it's pertaining to this because I want to go back to something that he said. Can I?
Yeah.
You said something about it looked like it bothered you just now when you said something about your mom being in the streets. Do you remember that transition of her? It was drugs, right? Do you remember that transition? Do you remember her seeing her regular and then her getting on drugs? Do you remember that transition, or you were too young?
I remember being living with my grandmother. You know what I mean? Not knowing, like, you know, wanting my mother. Remember living with my grandmother and her being out. Like, I don't really remember seeing it too much. You know what I'm saying? I just understood it as I got older what was going on. So it was never around me like smoke. It was never around me.
But you just understood it like and stuff like that.
At that age, I mean, you don't really I like 5, 6, 7. I don't understand that shit. I just know where my mom's at. You know what I'm saying? And then we wound up actually moving from her mother to my father's grandmother house and from my father's mother house.
But why were you saying in the documentary that one of your grandmothers might have been too strict for y'all? Because
that's my father's mother.
Why did foster kid come get y'all if you was under her care? Was she beating y'all ass?
She was like Damn, I'm glad you brought that. Yeah, he saw the documentary. Yeah, she was really. I'm gonna be 100%.
Because you paraphrasing. That's why I can tell. Like you really up here. Like I can tell you don't really get into. You paraphrase a lot. You get to what you want to get into.
I'm gonna give you the role.
You got the shield. You got a shield up. So I would like you to bring the shield down. Because that's something that stuck out to me when I watched. I said
because I my grandmother, rest in peace, the one that I'm talking about, she's dead, and I have family out there. I never want to put nothing out there to make them feel like I'm trying to expose them. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
So, that's what it is with my family. And I will get them calls like I have in the past. I'll put up something simple and they be like, why you said that? I love my family. You know what I mean? I love my mom, I love my pop. I'm a gangster, but they could bend me. They could make me feel this little. You know what I mean? But my father's dead now. But speaking on that, what you asked, my grandmother on my father's side, yeah, she was like kind of really strict on us. You know what I'm saying? She gave us allowance and all that, but she was just like, it was just like we didn't want to be there for some reason. You know what I mean? Like that's as far as I can remember back. So it's like I remember us like we kind of called back in the day it was called BCW. They call it ACS today. It was called BCW. We kind of called them on ourselves because we didn't want to be there.
Damn.
They came and got us and took us to foster care. That's how it really happened. It wasn't like
hold on.
Yeah, Flip.
Damn. Word, Hocus?
It's kind of like we didn't want. Yeah, I mean, I'm be honest with you. I was really young. You know what I mean? I got older brothers, older sisters, and it was just like, I remember us kind of making a conscious decision together. But I was a kid. I'm like, okay, whatever y'all want, we gonna do it. Like,
who got the worst beating out of y'all? Then, if that's okay, let's just get straight to it. Who got it the worst? Because it has to be. And she was giving y'all allowance. You got money. I'm pretty sure grandma was feeding y'all, so it had to do with getting licks.
Yo, grandma was this type of grandma. Like when people talk about grandmas like this, elbows on the table, no.
Yeah, that's true.
No, like smacking you, like no, like
that's true.
She had the big ass brown belt, bro. This thick, bro. It was this thick, and then it get thinner like this. You know what belt I'm talking about, Flip?
I do.
You know what belt? She like real talk. She had that type of belt. I mean, I don't remember too much who got the worst beating. I know we all got our ass whooped. Grandma wasn't no joke.
Did you guys ever make amends with her later on in life?
Of course. I mean, my father died before she died. So, like, even after he died, she would come over. They come over to the house. Like, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. I love my grandmother. You know what I mean?
Looking back now, though, do you feel like if you had stayed there longer, would you turn out different?
That's a good question.
So that's a great question.
Damn.
I feel like maybe not, because where my grandmother is from I don't know if y'all know where Skrilla Hill was at, Convent. That's how like Webster on their family too, because that's where we really grew up at, and then moved to Castle Hill in the Bronx. And that's crazy out there too. It's dangerous out there too in Harlem in that block. Like we would have grew up there. Who knows? I don't know. I know. I tell you this much: we probably still would have grew up selling drugs. Probably still would have hit the streets.
Either way,
it's 10 of us. Yeah. It's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Like. My father died early. Now, if my father went that passed, a lot of stuff would have probably been different, because we respected that man on a different level. Like, You know what I'm saying? Him and my uncle Dana, they call him Fish. You know, that's not my real blood uncle. That's my father's best friend. My father had no brothers, so he made brothers in the street. So his whole thing was, I'm gonna have a lot of sons. He told us this. I want to have a lot of sons, so y'all never have to go through what I went through. And you know, he died when I was 12 years old, but he made his brothers in the streets. But him and my uncle Dana, which is Fish, he's a legend in Harlem. If you ask about Fish in Harlem back in the day, niggas will tell you. You know what I'm saying? So
Your father was a get money dude?
he was a get money dude. Hell, he was a hustler. I remember coming in the crib. So we moved from Harlem. I was 9 years old, right? 8 years old. I remember coming to the crib in Harlem. So I got to be 5, 6, or 7 at this time. I can't remember. Stacks of money on the table. Big stacks of money on the table. Me and my brothers going in the drawers. Like, come here. We be opening the drawers. We see I remember holding a Mac 11, Tech 9s, all that. Too heavy for me to hold. I remember that. Put it back, nigga. Daddy come in. He gonna whip out. That nigga didn't play. That nigga will whip our ass. That nigga whipped my ass because I couldn't quote some Quran verses at one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a young kid. So that nigga didn't play. But yeah, my father was a get money nigga. He was in the streets. Always kept a job though, but he was a nigga in the streets.
What made him? So let me just forward it. Y'all call ACS on BCW, BCS. What's it?
BCW. Yeah, we
BCW,
kind of like went through BCW.
They came through, and Grandma was surprised apparently because she didn't know they had to do the whole.
From what
thing.
I remember, yeah, she probably was surprised.
And then they took y'all. They split y'all up down.
Yeah, split us up.
So then Pops and Mom, how long you was in the system for until Mom and Pops got back together? How long you was in the system?
1 year.
For?
We was in
1 year.
Yeah.
And Mom
from like 90 to 91, we was like 1 year.
And she cleaned up. She got cleaned up and everything and came.
Yeah, mom's got cleaned up.
Shout out to Mom.
He quit the streets. They came and got their kids. So like that right there, like I always think about that. Like, you know, like they my superheroes for that. They came and saved us from foster care. Like I don't know what the fuck I'd have been growing up in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? In a foster home. That foster home treated us like shit. The worst type of sneakers they bought us. They had a lot. Though back then they was giving them a lot of money for foster kids. Mind you, it was me and 3 of my other brothers. My brother Dollar, my brother Reem, rest in peace, and my brother S1 who's locked up right now. It was us 4. My sister, she's the oldest. She went with a family member. My younger sister, Khadijah, went with a family member. 4 boys, we went to foster care. We went with some other family that we don't know them, and you know they treat us like shit. So, but we made friends in the block. You know what I mean? We held it down. The first day we got there, I promise you, it probably was the second day. So the foster family had a family. The foster mom had a nephew or grandson. I forget. His name was Calvin. Calvin was like, "Come on, y'all gotta come outside with me." Okay, we go outside with Calvin. Calvin like, "You gotta fight him. You gotta fight him." That same day, we all had to fight. We all had to fight, my nigga. Like that's my nigga. I ain't freestyling or nothing, my nigga. This shit bringing tears in my eyes right now because remember that shit like yesterday, my nigga. We all had to fight, my nigga. As kids, nigga, I was 7, 8 years old. But we fought. Them niggas respected us, and we became family with the building. 200 Putnam Avenue. I don't know where that's at in Brooklyn, but I'm sure somebody gonna be in the comments like, I remember them back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Mrs. Bingley. That was the foster mom's name. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Mrs. Bingley didn't treat us right. You know what I mean? No, she didn't. You know, I mean, as a grown man, I'm gonna talk about it. She didn't treat us right.
What do you mean she didn't treat you right?
She was getting a lot of money, bro. Jay, we went to school dressed like bums, bro. We went to school dressed like bums. You know what I mean? Like that, you know what I mean? That shit. So when I see kids going through it and they in like ACS and they go through the system, I identify with them like all the way. Like, yo, I was there. My nigga. I know how that shit feel. Right. That shit, that's just bringing back emotions, obviously, right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Word.
She wasn't hitting on y'all or none of that.
She didn't hit on us or none of that. Like, it just like, we ate every day. You know what I mean? She wasn't hitting on it. I just feel like she didn't give us no attention. We wasn't treated right, bro. Like,
I understand. We
were dressing like bums. Like, literally, like, give us whatever, like, send them off. I'm pretty sure she was getting a lot of money from the system, and that money wasn't coming to us.
So y'all didn't feel like y'all like didn't resent your parents while you guys were there for that year? You didn't feel like moms and pops didn't come get us. Like,
No, they were trying hard to get us. Like moms and pops, like so we was when we was in the system, we used to go like the weekly visits or something like that. In the sense like they trying to get us back. So they was like once we went there, they like whatever they was going through in the streets, they got back together. You know what I'm saying? So I like I told you, I got 7 brothers and 3 sisters. There was a year that they broke up. That my mother had a daughter, it's my sister Kenya, and my father had a son, which is my brother Hakeem. We went through that system. They came back together. We moved to Castle Hill. They had 4 more kids. That's why I got 7 brothers, 3 sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like my little brothers and sisters, they really Castle Hill babies. Like they don't know nothing about the past. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah. My moms and pops, they was on it. As soon as we went through that system, I told you, they were my superheroes, man.
So you back now? You in the Bronx. Where does when do you go outside? Like, when are you outside? Are you exposed to any street life at a young age, or that came later on?
Being that we speaking on the streets, yeah, it came early on because my father died early on. So like, we moved to Castle Hill 91, I want to say. My father died in 96.
Tell us about that, because I sort of, sorry to cut you off. I saw that in the documentary. You said your father passed away and your brother found him. You didn't want to go see him. You didn't want to get up. Can you tell us about that day? Can you bring us back to that day, please?
I remember that shit like it was yesterday, man. My father, so the day before my father died, my father took me with him to see his doctor. Went to pick up some medication and all that. Like he's like, come with me. So I went with him. I remember it like yesterday, and I went to pick up medication with him, and we just went to different places, to the store and all that. I spent the whole day with him. You know, he comes back to the house and he's taking his pills and he's separating them. You know, I found out later on that the doctor upped his dose of my father had a problem with sleeping, you know what I mean? So he took sleeping pills. So they upped his dose of medication. And the next morning, you know, my brother, you know, he's like screaming, yo, daddy on the floor, he's cold. And I'm just like, I couldn't move. I'm in the living room. Yeah, I didn't want to see him like that. Like I walked a little bit and I just walked back to the living room, and I just remember just sitting there like his face is blue, like, and my mother going crazy, and my brother, they calling 911, and I just sat in the living room and I just sat there. I didn't shed a tear right then and there because my pops was like, yo, he always said when I die don't cry. Like, he always said that shit. So I'm like, but after that, I've been crying ever since, my nigga. Like ever since. I probably think about him after we leave here and cry. Like. That was my big homie, man.
What did he pass away from? They said what was.
Well, he had an ulcer, a bleeding ulcer. If you know what that is, like a bleeding ulcer in his stomach.
Yeah.
He was dealing with that for years, and they try to blame it on that. You know what I'm saying? But no, I say that I think he overdosed on the pills. That's what I think, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't never trust the system and what they got to say. You know what I mean? I think they upped his dosage. He took probably too much, and it seemed like he was trying to make it to the bathroom for some reason because he passed out right next to the bathroom, and he was just dead on the floor in my house.
It's crazy. Rest in peace to your father.
Thank you.
Definitely. So that happens. Like, you know, like I can't even imagine as a kid. You say you how old? Like 12? You said
12 years old.
At 12. So at 12, like what do you do at a 12-year-old? Like how do you function? How do you go to school? How do you still play with your friends? How do you still, you know, like whatever? Like,
funny you bring up school because I took like a week off from school and they understood. And when I went back to school, I felt weird, like because you know, like back then, the whole school knew why I was missing because his father just died. And I can't say I felt embarrassed. I just felt like everybody know my father just died, so everybody knows. So I'm just like moving different. It was hard, bro. It was hard. That was my big homie. That was my mentor. That was the person who I trusted the most. That's the person who introduced me to hip hop. He's the reason why I rap now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was me. That was my twin. You know, out of all my brothers, and they give out for it. You know, my father renamed himself after me. My real name is Hassan. You know what I mean? I'm his 4th son, but when he had me, you know, his name was Jerome Henderson. He renamed himself after me. And, you know, and that made me feel, of course he loved us all his sons. That made me feel special in a way. I could say that, you know what I mean? And that's just my big homie. And, you know, he's still here with me, man, because even I know we gonna get into this, but even when I was on trial, I had a dream with him and he came and helped me, and that's why I feel like I beat trial. But I know we can talk about that later. I know you're gonna get into that. Fact, that's a fact. Like,
don't rush things. But thank you. No, that's touching, man. For real. Rest in peace to your father.
Wow.
Father passes away. Then it's like no male figure. So I mean, you got the brothers. So that's what opened you guys to the streets. Now, do you remember like what were you witnessing as a kid going outside? Like, I mean, Castle Hill was a tough neighborhood, though. It is still. So, you know, how was it growing up over there, like hustling as far as stuff like that? Like, get into that real quick as far as the childhood when you went outside.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Because the reason why my parents said they picked Castle Hill, because they could have picked something in Harlem. They're from Harlem. So they could have picked the projects there. Nah, we're going to go to the Bronx somewhere. So when they came and looked at the apartment, they thought it was a nice neighborhood. Maybe they walked through the neighborhood on a nice day. I don't know what. But growing up in Castle Hill, get down. Don't look in the window. Every night, gunshots, my nigga. Every night. Bro from Castle Hill. Like, every night, gunshots, man. Like, not a game out there. Castle Hill, what I witnessed a lot of violence, drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I became a product of my environment. I mean, my father died. I got two older brothers, you know what I'm saying? My brother Dollar, my brother Reem, you know, my cousin Medici and Sat, they in Harlem. They older than us. So my cousin Sat is Medici brother, and my cousin Medici, you know, they already in Harlem doing their thing in the streets. You know what I mean? We in Castle Hill. My brother Reem is younger than Medici. Then there's Dollar. Then there's me. They started hitting the streets, and it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, it was like this. My mother, like, we moved to Castle Hill. Like I told you, she had 4 more kids. You know what I mean? She had my brother Jimmy. She had Kenya. She had my brother Bill's Raw, and my brother Shasha. And then she had my sister Khadijah, who was alive when we went to foster care, but she's young still. So my mother had kids to take care of. So it's 5 older ones, 5 younger ones. You know what I'm saying? So we just ironically like just hit the streets like, yo, bro, this is what we got to do. Like, let moms do her thing. She got to raise these kids. It was a no-brainer, bro. It's like something that wasn't even thought about back then, bro. It's like I ain't even think like, all right, mom's got to take care of these kids. We out here, you know what I'm saying? But I seen a lot out there, bro, in Castle Hill. Like, I seen a lot, bro. You want to get into it? Like, I mean, you know, Castle Hill, early on in Castle Hill, bro, I started hustling when I was like 14 years old. You know what I mean? My building, my projects. You know, older dude tried to front on me. I stood my ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was an older dude in my hood. He was close to Pistol Pete. His name was Ant Hardy. And the reason why I'm saying his name, because he became a snitch and a bitch-ass nigga later on. You know what I mean? Some people names I'm not going to mention. But, you know what I mean? He used to, like, try to front a lot. And he tried to front on me a lot because I was a young nigga coming up. But it's so crazy because my brother Dollar was fucking with him. But for some reason, I just think Ant Hardy didn't like me. You know what I mean? And then because I wasn't dealing with him, I was dealing with other people. And the niggas just try to front on me, you know what I'm saying? And I would just held my ground. I'm like, this is my block, this is what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? My projects, yeah.
What you mean try to front on you? He pressed you? If he was cool with your brother?
Yeah, he didn't care. He didn't care because he was like, he didn't care. He was like an older nigga who felt like the block should be his because he ran with Pistol Pete. You know what I mean? At this time, Pete was locked up. You know what I mean? So when I came outside, Pete was already locked up.
Which Pistol Pete though? Terror Squad one.
Sex Money Murder Pistol Pete. Mm-hmm.
Rolock?
Peter Rolock.
Got you. Okay. I heard a lot about him. Yeah, Peter Rolock.
Yeah. So you know that's my area. You know, Sex Money Murder, Soundview section, Bronx. That's, you know what I mean. That's what we talking about right now. But like, I wasn't Sex Money Murder yet though. I was just a young nigga in my hood. Right. You know what I mean? Just hustling and shit. And then that nigga, he ran with them, or he was an older dude, and that nigga used to try to front on me. You know what I'm saying? And I almost plugged his ass once. And niggas, my man D40, shout out to my man D40, stopped me. My brother Dollar stopped me. You know what I'm saying? I was young. I was like 16 years old. I was coming outside. I was out there. I was active.
He put hands on you?
Nah, he tried to press me in the elevator. We going upstairs in the elevator, and he's like, yo, you hustling out here? I'm like, yeah. Like, he just like he was a big dude. He was like your size, but imagine I'm a little 16-year-old. I was scrawny. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger. So he's like trying to press up on me. I'm like, all right. And then he had somebody else, one of his mans, you know what I mean, rest in peace, try to front on me. It's like, yo, and downstairs try to fight me. I fought the nigga. Go get your gun. I said, okay. I went and got my gun. So I'm on front of the building with my gun. My brother Dollar's like, nigga, get out of here. My man D40's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, nah, man. You gonna cause a lot of, confusion. And we wound up dead in the situation because of,
Mutual parties.
But yeah, it was rough coming up in the hood, man. It was rough. It wasn't like you can't just come outside and just sell drugs, nigga. You had to be somebody. You had to,
So he wanted you to cop from him in order to work under him?
I just think he just didn't, maybe, but he never said that. I just think he just didn't like who I was fucking with and hustling with. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Yeah, I just think he didn't like that. Like, he was just like, oh, you hustling over here now? Because he was in another building. I was hustling in my building. So when I started hustling in my building, nobody was really hustling there like that. He was in the building over, all the clientele was over there. He built that up. I'm not going to say he had a right to feel like that, but he been out there. He was an old head OG. I was a young nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It's my turn. You know how that shit go, Flip. Come on, bro.
Don't come on, bro, me. I'm just asking questions.
You know how that shit go, though.
Don't come on, bro, me. Don't come on, bro, me. I'm just asking questions, man. So that situation happened. What else close calls did you have with people? At a young age. I'm going to get to the older, but at a younger, what else close calls did you have?
Close calls that I had? I had close calls meaning like what? Like life-threatening situation?
Well, same situation. Same similar stuff where somebody might have felt the way or you might have felt the way about somebody.
Yeah, there was a few times. There was another dude from the projects. I don't want to say his name.
Respect.
You know what I mean? He tried to front on me, came in front of the building. You hustling out here? And rest in peace to my man Drace. I'm gonna say his name, 'cause that's my guy, Paul. Like, he did, but the dude don't even know I got the gun on me. I got a gun on me. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like the same age, around the same time. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, like, what's up? My man Paul's right there though. He like, you bugging. He flipping on the other dude because Paul's cool. You bugging. This Hocus nigga, he hold this down. Like, this is his shit. Like, but good thing Paul's telling him that because he don't even know. Like, I'm about to plug him. But he was family with his brother was somebody in the hood too though. Like, he was somebody who get busy.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? But he fronting on me though. I don't care. Like, he fronting on me right now. And Paul wound up dead in that situation right there. Me and son, he's like, yo, y'all go talk on the side. Me and son talking on the side, and we both just like still conflicting. But at the end of the day, I respect you, Paul, vouch for you. I'm like, nobody got to vouch for me, nigga. Like, this is my building. Like 580 Castle. I just took a picture in front of my building on my Instagram. 580 Castle. That's my building. I held that shit down. Later on, we would take over the whole projects. We could get into that though.
Oh my god.
What?
Yo, but when did you establish that confidence in that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you owning that building and that block, and like at what moment did you like, all right, I'm good now?
Yo, bro, I came outside, bro, and I was just like, big ups to my big bro Buzzin' D. We call him Buzzin' D. Goo. He from Castle Hills, from Webster Projects also. He's the nigga who brought me outside. You know what I mean? And when he brought me outside on some like, yo, look, we gonna do us half and half. He ain't try to sun me. He ain't try to like, yo, take a pack me. You know what I mean? He ain't do that to me. And that's how I came outside. And he was a nigga always known to, have it on him. You know what I mean? And it was like, yo, this is what we gonna do. We gonna open up. And his family's from my building. You know what I mean? He's from his building. You know what I mean? I know he all the way over there, but he's from the building. He's from actually a Spanish building, my project called the Biaco building. And the Biaco building always beef with my side. It's crazy, but Buzz D from that building, and he's from, but his family's from my building. He's like, yo, we gonna hold it down here. So I gotta big him up because he gave me the confidence to be like, all right. Even though my brothers was outside already, but my brothers was older than me. They doing them. They don't want their little brothers. Any older brother don't want their little brothers involved in the streets. But he's like, yo, we gonna hold it down here. All right, you know what I mean? I had access to, to work, to the hammers and all that, and we held it down. I was 14 years old, bro.
When the name Hocus 4/5 came into play?
Hocus
later on or around this time?
No, Hocus 4/5 came into play a little later on. They why you laughing? All right. Hocus came into play because there was this graffiti artist from my project, from his building again, the Spanish building. So like back in the day, graffiti was big.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So there's this guy named, I'm gonna give him clout right now. All right, I'm gonna give him a little clout. There was a guy named Hocus who used to tag up everywhere, and he was big on that graffiti shit, like one of the popular dudes. I don't know where these niggas get it from. My man Chucky and Lawrence, they thought they seen me tagging up Hocus. So them niggas, when I was like around the same age, like maybe 12, 13, 14, they used to be like, Hocus, what up? I'm like, why y'all calling me that? Nigga, we seen you write the shit on the wall. I'm like, bro, that wasn't me. But every day they calling me this shit and people start calling me Hocus. So I'm like, all right, I'm Hocus. I just jacked the name. I was just like, yeah, I'm Hocus. You know, so I will give him his props on that. Like, that nigga was, you know what I mean? But he's still a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's a clown. I see him. I'm going to smack him because.
Wait, what?
No, because he.
Wait, hold on. Slow down.
No, Flip.
What's up with the Hocus, man? What's up with the other Hocus?
Nah, G, because the nigga went on Instagram, made a fake page. So when I first came home, I'm the fake Hocus and all this. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm the fake. Bro, stop it, bro. Because you not gangster, bro. Like, you know, I'm niggas from your building is gangster, but you're not. Stop it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, snap a finger, your fucking head will come off, bro. Stop it, bro. You know what I mean? Like.
So when you outside, you dropping pistols. Oh, when you were outside and you were younger, he didn't talk to you about the name Hocus. He didn't feel no way as a.
We ran into each other. I'm glad you asked that. We did. So I had a hat that said Hocus on it, right? So he sees me. He like, where you get that name from? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. He tried to press me. I'm like, that's my name. What's up? Nah, that's my name. That's my name. Nah, but I'm saying though, like, he like, yo, I'm saying though, I bought a hat off you though. I'm like, how much? He like, oh, nah. I mean, nah, you good though. It ain't nothing. You good though. All right, so we good. All right, it was like a little confrontation like that. We just split ways. I seen him again one time, like walking down Castle Hill, and he tried to say something again, and at this time it was a little more aggressive. Like, yo, I mean, what's up though? Like, you know what I mean? He was with his people. I was with mom, like, what's up though? Do you keep talking about the name? Like, what's up? Nah. So nothing never really transpired, but like Son's really not on my level. Like not from his building. And if you want to turn the camera, ask him, he'll tell you. Son is not on my level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but we can't say, does he put work in? Does he fight? You can't take
he do graffiti. Flip. He's a graffiti artist. Flip.
So what does that mean? Graffiti? I know some. That don't say that. So. You want him to come sit right? He's from his building. What does that mean though? When you do graffiti that you don't put work in? Come on, that's crazy. I'm not. That's what you just stated. I'm not saying every graffiti artist don't. He does graffiti. That's what he does. All right, but why? Hold on, but he can't. If a nigga does ballet, I'm gonna say a nigga do ballet. He was a skateboarder. He was one of them dudes. We know tough skateboarders. He was a hippie.
Is that okay?
Okay. All right. Now,
yo, Flip, if a nigga do ballet, I'm gonna say, come on, he does ballet. But he does graffiti.
So if he was
gangster, don't do gangster shit.
So if he was gangster, then you let him have the name.
I would let him have the name.
If he was gangster.
Yeah, if he put in work, would you have conceded? Like, I
no.
So y'all would have just went at it.
And something, yeah.
Something with a what?
Yo, Flip, stop it.
Let's go. Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, my name Hocus 4/5, man.
Facts. No facts.
Who knows him? But I made the name popular. Nigga, run with nigga. Be happy.
But how come you said that? How do you know he made a fake page? Because that's what's confusing me. The page thing.
Come on, Flip. Who else? Who else? This is the fake. It had to be him. This is the fake Hocus. He's not the real. Who? It had to be him.
I have the message when he messaged me.
So he made a page saying you the fake Hocus. I don't know. Years later.
This is when I first came home. He probably thought everybody thought I was gonna get life. We get into that, nigga. Everybody thought it was over. When I came home, as soon as I came home, I got Instagram. Nigga took my Bang Bang Boogie pictures, made a fake page. The fake Hocus was the name or some shit like that. Like,
and you think it was him?
I know it was him.
It couldn't have been a woman.
I know it was him. We found out that he sent him a message.
Oh, he sent you a message. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, why haven't you gone and check him? Because you
check him.
I'm asking you.
First of all, I don't know where that nigga at. That nigga don't live in Castle Hill no more. If he did,
okay.
If he did, his head and his feet, he looked like a sandwich right now. But like, come on.
Because I heard you approach people, so I'm saying, are we picking and choosing who we approach?
No,
now you approach the gangsters and leave the soft ones alone. I'm just asking you.
he could. First of all, he couldn't have said that in my face. He couldn't have said that living in Castle Hill. He knows that. He knows that. He understands. Like,
he got the message.
got the wow. He got the message.
The receipts are in.
The receipts are in.
He got the
Yeah.
message.
The receipts.
You talk.
I wish I could say it. I wish I could talk right now.
Go ahead,
No,
say
talk,
it. Talk.
So
But what happened? This is what happened, right? I gotta give a little backstory, all right? So I was up north, right? So I grew up with Pete and all of them, right? And I was there. I was there when it started, before they was blood and all that, right? And actually they offered us our own set at one time, but we turned it down, right? Cause we was like, that West Coast shit is, we was New York for real, right? At the time, so we didn't understand that. But anyway, so there was his younger generation from his side, right? No, you can't do that, bro. Yo, his younger.
He could do that. I'm watching this nigga. He had that camera running for a long time. Yeah,
No, I just put it on right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So his younger generation from his side, his brothers and all that, one of his little homies got killed, right? And the nigga that did it was running in my building for safety. You understand? So when I came home, I was home a couple of years actually, but the grandmothers and the older generation was calling me like, yo, please, man, could you squash this beef? Because they were coming, there was beef. That's all I'm going to say, right? And, my building is well respected. It's still respected off of shit we did in the 80s and 90s, right? But then it got tarnished because these little niggas wasn't holding it down. It was living off our shit, right? So they were calling us, and I reached out to him one day, and I was like, yo, son, I need to get next to you. And he was like, all right, what's up? So we got next to each other. He came to my crib, and we was in my backyard. We touched on it for like 5 minutes, right? And the conversation, he stood there for like 8 hours, and we got into this whole other stuff, but that's a later conversation. But the kid, Hocus, saw me riding with him. And a lot of niggas from my side was mad at me. Like, why you rocking with that nigga? That's the enemy, that type of shit, right? Not knowing that I was really piecing it up, right? So the kid Hocus was like, yo, that nigga's the fake fucking Hocus. Yo, that nigga's using my name, blah, blah, blah. I got the whole conversation right here. And I was like, yo, son, stop with that. Like the mentality is like, nigga, you 80 years old. You a grandfather. Like, shut the fuck up already with that shit.
But tell him how he's not like that, nigga.
it's not even that. It's
But
like-
he's not though, bro. Y'all,
But
you and him and his niggas is like that. He's not
What
one of
you gotta
them.
say, though, the nigga-
He's not like that, bro.
Graffiti, if you cross a nigga's name out, and, I was there when hip hop started, right? I remember marching to Bronx River and Bronxdale, like battling and all that. So I was there when it was starting. And that graffiti shit was for real, man. Like, you couldn't put a toy on a nigga's name. Like, you couldn't fuck with a nigga's name, right? Like, it was real beef with that shit. So I understand the culture, right? I understand the culture. Like, that's my name, nigga. So he was tagging up in his building. So whoever thought that it was him, so he just got the name. But it's like, you don't want to understand that. Like, be mature about it.
Is he built like that or not?
Thank you. That's what we got. He's not.
So thank you very much. He gave us a history lesson, and he got the message. He got the message up. I need that footage when you send it to me, please. 4/5 came around the same time?
So 4/5 comes later on when I becomes a rapper. So like while as I get older, I become a rapper. I start falling in love with rappers like Cameron, Beanie Siegel, and them. And Beanie Siegel used to always be like, Beanie Siegel, Desert Eagle, realest nigga alive. I mean, I'm young, I'm in the hood, I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I liked that. So Beanie Siegel always said Beanie Siegel, Desert Eagle. I'm like, oh, I need to come up with something slick. Hope gets 4/5. I just started saying that all the time in my raps. So in the beginning of my raps, I'd be like, in my intro, like, oh, yeah, Hope gets 4/5. It rhymes. You know what I mean? That's where Hocus 4/5 come from, the rapper. That's simple. That's facts. I was doing my thing really but
I'm just trying to think, man. Me growing up, I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular, just, you know what I'm saying. If somebody else, if I had put G Money on or something, and somebody came in, they G Money, and they was like that, then they gonna take my name and I'm out of here.
He's a Bogarter though. Look, he Bogart.
That's what I'm saying. So
look at him.
that probably happened to me then.
Confident. Oh, you're not built like that. Stop it.
Flip, he's not. He's not.
You still took his name though. You can admit that. Yo, Flip, I took it. I jacked it.
I said
I
it.
jacked it.
I said,
He did.
I'm giving him his props right now.
You
My
are.
name
He did
came
say it.
from Like 50 Cent gave the real 50 Cent his props. My name came from a graffiti artist. Somebody thought I tagged it up and they started calling me it, and it became my name. I gave him his props. At the end of the day, nigga, it's my name now. I made it famous. Bye.
But did you disrespect him? Because why would he feel away years later if your guys not rectified it, but that I understand
No,
it.
because I guess he just feel like he should be known as Hocus.
God.
Because he, you know what I'm saying? I just think he felt like that. Like, I'm Hocus. Because I tagged this up for years, your names. You know what I'm saying? But sorry, this is me. I'm Hocus. Nobody knows you. No, nobody knows you. Bye.
Yo,
So now let's move forward. So
Yeah.
G Palmy.
So yeah, what goes on next now? We got the Hocus name and all that. What's next?
What's next?
He's outside. Remember the two
He's
guys
outside.
pressed him.
Two guys pressed him. Elevator,
Elevator,
all that.
and then
Yeah,
another
Ant
guy tried
Hardy,
to press you. Ant
aka
Hardy.
Pearl, which he was one of the original members of Sex Money Murder.
And he ended up turning into
A snitch.
a snitch.
Right.
Okay, now
Told on everybody.
all right, that was later on though, right? That's not close to.
Yeah, that's later on.
Okay, so now your brothers is outside, right? And you're outside.
Like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, are you in school at all?
I was in school. I dropped out of school like about 16 years old. Like when I went to Stevenson High School, you know, I just like Stevenson High School with too much freedom. My father died when I was 14. That was like I was like 7th grade. I graduated junior high school, go to high school, too much freedom. I didn't really go to high school. First year I just didn't go. The second year I was like, I'm just gonna take the GED. So I take a GED, and I passed my GED with a junior high school knowledge. Like, you know what I mean? I just passed it. And then I did go to college. You know what I'm saying? I went to college, and when I went to college, I came back because when I was in college, right? So I'm 17 years old in college, and I'm blood though. I'm banging. I'm Sex Money Murder at this time. Now I mean we kind of skipping a little bit, but
I don't want to skip.
all right.
Yeah, so let's go back. Let's
slow
go to
down.
that then. Yeah.
Slow
So
down,
when
man.
did the whole Sex Money Murder come into play?
Okay. So
We want to know the history of how that started. How does Sex Money? What do you know about how Sex Money Murder started? Because I heard about Pistol Pete, right?
yeah.
And how did the whole Sex Money Murder started?
Well, Sex Money Murder started as a crew, of people from the neighborhood, which is from Castle Hills Own Hocus. You know, they was a clique, before they was blood. My big homies, my big bros, it was a crew. You know what I mean? That's how it started.
Why did they start? Like, what was the reason for starting it though?
I mean, I can't tell you the reason exactly why. I don't want to talk for them and say why they started it. You know what I mean? But it was Pistol Pete was like, he was somebody who was like, so he was popular. You know what I mean? Somebody everybody like and gravitate towards. He had respect within all the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And niggas loved him everywhere. So, what'd you say, Dave? Oh, my bad. But yeah, so like, they came together between Castle Hills, Soundview, and they started Sex Money Murder. Started with 13 members. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you want to come over here and sit down and talk? That's his era too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's from the Biaco building. He's you know.
If you want him to, he can sit right there.
I don't want to take the shot. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah.
But if you need me to interject, I could like fill in little pieces.
I don't know how it said it started in '93. It said the UBN sanctioned it, so I guess
No.
Okay, so the history is wrong.
What happened when Pete was on the island?
Yeah.
He bumped into what's this nigga's name? Mac.
Sex Money Murder. That's how the blood set started.
Yeah.
That Sex Money Murder was a clique before it was blood. That's what I'm saying.
Got it,
Telling you
okay.
Right now.
OG Mac.
Yeah.
Mac and him got cool and stuff.
And then I don't want to know the details because I wasn't there personally, but he got his own set.
Yeah, so Sex Money Murder was a clique before it was blood. So when you ask me how Sex Money Murder started, I'm telling you like it was a bunch of dudes from my neighborhood. It was 13 members officially who started Sex Money Murder.
Got you.
You know what I mean? From Castle Hill to Soundview.
Got you. So all right, so that's and then when Pete got locked up, and then him and I guess OG Mac or whatever they met or whatever, it became a blood set in prison.
Right. It became a blood set. Like they was feeling Pete vibe. Pete like I do it only if I could bring my family home.
Okay. So then how did you? Sorry, you was essentially how did you?
I'm saying, what made you join
Yeah.
Sex Money Murder?
I mean, as far as me, I go like, like it's from my neighborhood. It was already a clique from my neighborhood. It was a set in my neighborhood, and by the time I became blood, it was just like everybody was becoming blood. It was 5'9" Brims. It was 9 Trades. It was GKB. It was Valentine's. You know what I mean? It was a whole lot of blood sets, and I was just like, yo, only way I would become blood is if it was Sex Money Murder because it was from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? And when it got sanctioned like that, you know, my big bros who was some of the originators, you know, shout out to BMO, Free BMO, that's my big bro. He on his way home, got a reversal. Shout out to my big bro, you know, he had 50 years of life, but, you know, he got a reversal on that. He's Pete right-hand man. He one of the originators of that. You know, but he on positive time right now, just to put that out there. He ain't, you know, he done wrote a few books while he was in there. You know, he just, you know, he on some different type of time. But, you know, that was my big bro. Like, I already was affiliated with him without being Sex Money Murder. Like, already messing with him in the streets. And, you know, it was just like I'm second generation for real, like right up under them. It's like, yeah, this is a clique in my neighborhood. Why not? You know what I mean? I'm already in the streets. We already running around doing what we do. Why not? Yeah. All right, let's do this. You know what I mean? That's how I joined Sex Money Murder. It was just like a no-brainer for me because it was a gang in from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was looking for protection. I was looking for this. A lot of my bros was already blood. But when Sex Money Murder came, everybody switched to Sex Money Murder. And I was like niggas my age. And they was already blood. They switched to Sex Money Murder. And I'm like, they like, Hope, this is what we doing. What's up? Yeah, let's do this. These are my peers. You know what I'm saying?
The thing with that, what made it so attractive was that Pete, Beam, they were with stars.
They were actresses, actors, Diddy. You know, they was like really in the lifestyle and the industry and all that. So, you know, and they were getting a lot of money. You know, Pete was coming through with the year ahead, you know, cars and stuff, and you know, so it was attractive, man. You know, coming from the slums, little niggas like, you know, them coming up and watching that, you know, and the respect, the power, you know, the women that's around. Like that was attractive. Like
we was kids, bro. We was 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. Like we kids, like, and we seeing like these niggas come. They got the, like he said, these niggas. Pete was with Tyra Banks, Tyson Bedford, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the twins from my projects, they bring, you know, they got the Rucker, but in Castle Hill projects, everybody from the Rucker used to come there because of them. Like we got celebrities pulling up. Like we wanted to be like these people. You know what I'm saying? We glorified it.
What was your role in all this? Like you were part of that?
Well, Pete, we used to fuck with Pete. So I don't like to talk about stuff because he's not here and he's not able to say stuff, okay, right? But I'm going to speak about what we did and what I was a part of, okay? So Pete had beef in Soundview and in Monroe with a couple of people at the time, and a lot of people didn't want to fuck with Pete, right? Because he was hot, so to speak, right? This is before he blew. So my brother, you know, my Bayako brother Al used to hit Pete. You know, he was the only nigga that said, fuck that, you know, we're gonna hit Pete. So how we got cool with Pete and my man Bunka had a fight in school, right? And my other brother, Scotty Moe, broke it up, and then they became cool, right? And they started like really running together and stuff. So my man Al was hitting Pete with work, and then Pete went out of town. Now Pete went out of town, and I don't know, I'm not gonna get into details because I wasn't there, but Pete blew up when he went out of town, right? So when Pete came back, you know, that situation happened. So, you know, we were there, you know, making money together. That's what we were doing in the beginning. But when Pete blew up, Pete used to always tell us, yo, you gotta come out here, yo, you gotta come out here. But every one of us that went out of town got killed. So we was like, nah, we're not gonna do that, you know? But so that's how we were connected into that.
Got it.
Cause his like I said, his building is like on the other side of the projects. They call it the Biako building. You know what I mean? My side of the project called the back side. So like Pete, like the twins is from my side. They from the back side. You know what I mean? And those was Pete right hand, the twins. You know what I'm saying? And like, but the back side was beefing with his building. But some of his niggas fuck with Pete. It's like it's You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying. And so it was crazy.
Wait, hold on. Where is he now?
Who?
Pete.
Pete's in Fed, Colorado, man.
He in Colorado, right?
Max.
Anybody speak to him?
His family.
Okay, keep it like that.
His mother, his son.
Okay, something just came to my mind. I thought I mixed up two people because.
All right.
Who am I talking about? Something happened with a guy. Who was the guy that escaped when the police shot up the apartment a lot?
That's Larry Davis.
Yeah, he got killed in jail.
Yeah, he got killed in jail.
He got stabbed in the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. My mind just
No, Pistol P's in Colorado.
He's in Colorado. Okay.
In a facility
yeah.
right now, 23-1 locked in. Like Pete got the worst deal out of anybody you could think of. He got the worst deal than mall bosses, bro. Like they not letting him out of the Colorado, bro. They not letting him out of lockdown. Like, even Supreme is out of that. You know what I mean? My man, shout out to SC with Supreme. He calls him all the time. Like, bro, like why is this man still in 23-1 lockdown? He copped out to that, because Pete was like, they locked up his mother. Because it's like, if Flip, you like, yo, here, you go give my mother some money. The feds used that and said that was furtherance of a conspiracy because I guess whoever gave her the money lied and said that. And they locked up his mother for that. And Pete just took whatever. Like, I take everything. Let my mother go home. Yeah. Let his mother go home. And part of his deal he copped out to, which is like unconstitutional, which is, the family's fighting for right now, is that he stayed inside of Colorado 23-1 lockdown. He been in there longer than anybody you could think of, bro. Anybody. Like he like, so some people go in there that Colorado, they be like locked down 23-1. They'll get out after a few years. Gotti, everybody, bro. He's still in there. You know what I mean? That's unconstitutional, man. And that issue need to be raised, man. Pete need to be in population. He hasn't been popular yet. He's not in population, bro. And every time he makes it like a little bit above that, A&E, Discovery Channel will drop a documentary. Oh, too much influence. Put him right back in that shit, bro. This is real facts.
Maybe we shouldn't even be talking about this. This is gonna blow him up again. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
But he no.
But we talking about trying to get him out of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We need to
this
bring.
is good. This is
You know why we need to bring some awareness to it so we could try to help him get out of that ADX shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's not humane for, especially in this era right now where we talking about black people, when we talking about injustices in the system. That needs to be brought up right now. That man needs to get out. He needs to be in population around some people, man. He been there 24, 25, 26 years, something like that. Inside of 23-1. Everything is monitored. Family got to read a letter through the screen. It's just ridiculous, man. That's no rights for a human being. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't giving that to everybody, I understand y'all painting him as this monster, but if you ain't doing that to everybody, it shouldn't be done to him.
Yeah, they can't pick and choose, man.
You know what I'm saying? They picking and choosing right there when it comes to Pistol Pete. So it's always free Pete, but whether they do that or not, at least free him from that ADS Colorado shit. Put him in population. Let him mingle with some people. Let him get around some human beings, man, and talk and share some ideas. Let him share some thoughts.
You joined Sex Money Murder in the town or?
No, in the town. 17 years old, the year 2000.
Got you. Was there any initiation you had to go through?
Not really. My initiation was just more or less like I like the big homies. It was just like they already knew who I was, what I was about, what I was doing. My brother Dollar was already there, and it's just like, so it wasn't no like I had to do anything more.
Got you.
You feel me?
Now, when did you first get locked up? The first time?
Ever in my life?
Yeah.
That same year I joined Sex Money Murder. I was 17 years old. I was 17 years old, and I got my GED. I went to college, and somebody pulled the gun out on somebody in college. It was Bloods and Crips up there. It was Sony Mooresville, like 6 hours away, and I heard that a Crip pulled the gun out on a Blood. I'm like, oh shit, Bloods and Crips up here too. I'm going back home to get my gun. That's what I did. I drove back down home, got my gun, but my dumb ass Instead of just like chilling in the house on like, it was like Halloween weekend or something like that. I'm chilling with all the homies. We outside. I wound up getting caught with the gun. You know what I mean? That's the first time I ever been locked up. And I went to Rikers Island. I was 17 years old.
How much? What they give you? YO, a youthful offender.
I got a YO youthful offender for that. I was on Rikers Island for a couple weeks, maybe a month or something like that. You know what I mean? Got built my brother Dollar. Shout out to my brother Dollar. He bailed me out. I got a YO youthful offender. Came home. You know what I mean? I had the option. They put me on probation, fire probation. My probation officer asked me, "Do you want to go back up there to college?" I was just like, "Yeah, I don't know. I chose the streets, bro. Like it sounds stupid. Right now, I did though. I really said, nah, I'm good. I'm staying in the hood."
What made you go in the first place to college? Because
I went to
high school, you said you was in and out. You didn't really go. Then you stopped.
I don't know, bro. Like I told you, my pops was like a big influence in my life, and I felt like that's what he wanted. And I had the opportunity to, you know what I mean, financial aid and all that, paying for the shit. And I was just like, I signed up for the shit and they accepted me. I was surprised. I'm like, oh shit. And I just went, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm going to college. I was the first person in my family to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I fucked it up. You know what I mean? Yo, it is what it is. I'm just keeping it real. I went out there, but I came right back to the streets.
What were your brothers doing outside? Like they were in the streets too? Were they in any gang as well?
My brother Reem was just like, nah, he wasn't in no gang. You know what I mean? My brother S1, he was younger than us. He wasn't. Just me and my brother Dollar, he was affiliated. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's documented. So I talk about
that. Yeah. I see. I got, don't worry, I'm gonna get at you. I got it right here.
Yeah.
All right, bring us to okay. You still chose the streets. You home after you got caught with the. Let's talk about the start of the empire that was built.
As far as us.
As far as yeah.
Us. I could say, all right,
whatever you can say.
All right, put it like this. The year, let's bring it to the year 2000 and 2001. So around the time 2000 and 2001 is where all the big homies from my block started going to jail, right? So we out there, we sex, money, murder. It's a bunch of us who was my peers, my age. All the big homies that's our age, feds came and snatched all of them. Putting up stickers in the hood. Such and such got 50 years, don't be next. This person got this much years, don't be next. Like they literally came and put these stickers up in the hood. Pistol Pete got this much years. BMO got this. Everybody. And they left us and we kind of inherit niggas beefs, like, you know what I'm saying? And that started us like as young kids, bro. We kids at this age and we had to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? And we did that. We held down the projects. You know, and I'm not gonna say it was just it was me, my brothers, and a few other real rights who was like, you know, we outside. You know what I'm saying? We took over the projects, and it was kind of easy because everybody respected us. It wasn't like, and we showed love. You know what I mean? But we had to do what we had to do. If we had to make an example.
I was offended when I came home. Yeah, put this song out. You ain't an OG.
Oh yeah,
my older guy is still trying to be on the block.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna talk. You can talk about that. Yes, but I wasn't. So that song, I put out a song called "You Ain't the OG," right?
What year?
So this is 2006, though. This is late on.
Yeah, we're
not there yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, let's not rush it. So when did the King of Castle Hill organization start?
So,
because they said your brother was the head of that.
All right, so they lied. Let me tell you why they lied. So Kings of the Castle was a rap group. So Kings of the Castle was started by my man Remo the Rap Star, Ty Skrilla, you know, my man One Man Gang, my brother S1, and they came and got me later on. You know what I mean? I was like the street piece that they put together to make everybody fuck with it. So it was just a rap group. Like that was like 2003. You know, they was rapping and shit. So like I was going in and out of town getting money. I was upstate Monticello getting money. I was going to not Baltimore, Hagerstown, Maryland getting money, Cumberland getting money. But I would always still rap. You know what I mean? So when I come back to the hood, my man Ty Skrill like, "Hope you need to get down with us. We starting this rap group or whatever." You know, them niggas is rapping. They made up CDs. They selling them in the hood. I'm like, damn, this shit is really moving and buzzing. I started fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. When I got down with it, the streets got down with it because I'm the streets. I'm the gang. You know what I mean? Like, so the whole hood started fucking with it. Now, for them to turn it into an organization, they just use that to make it to give the like to try to paint a picture. Like the DA used that to paint a picture. The Kings of the Castle was a rap group, bro. Literally, maybe not me freestyling you. Like if it was a gang, it was no gang. It was 5 members. Me, Ty Skrilla, Remo the Rap Star, One Man Gang, and my brother S1. Everybody in the hood was King of the Castle, but there was no foul business in that. I'm gonna say something I never said nowhere else. When we started King of the Castle, I had a friend who had a mother had passed from a medical malpractice, and he had got like a couple million, and he wanted to invest his money, and I was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? We young kids at this age though. Like, I mean, I'm not a young kid. I'm like 20, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? We young, and I'm like, yo, look, we saw in this rap. We want to invest in this. And he like, sure. Like the nigga gave us $120,000. Like we didn't. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro.
Gee, come on, man, stop.
It's a lot of money, bro.
Yo, bro. A lot of people don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga gave us $120,000. Like, yo, I'm gonna invest in y'all. I'm gonna help y'all. You know what I mean? So King of the Castle, you know, we had chains. We did the regular shit. You know what I mean? We had shirts. We did our videos. We was making our buzz and all that. You know what I mean? But what happened with Kings of the Castle, when we talk about why I broke up, you know what I mean? All that?
No, I want to talk about what happened when 4 people got shot because of you.
Because you did. Because of you.
I want you to. It's documented.
All right, so
I want you to tell me what happened. Why?
All right, so you want to get to the case. So you want to skip a lot because that case was in 2008. So you want to skip Bang Bang Boogie and all that? You want to get?
No, I don't want to skip it. Oh, so that was because I thought that they were investigating y'all and they took that from them.
They say they go back 5 years, but that happened in 2007.
I don't want to get to that. No. Well, keep that in mind.
All right.
I want to know. You know. Keep that in mind. Yeah. You
So all right. So let me get to the end of King of the Castle. So King of the Castle was short lived because Eagles got involved.
Who's ego? Honestly, be honest. Stop paraphrasing.
All of our Eagles got involved.
Brother too, your brother?
Yeah, hell yeah. S1 was on his bullshit. Yo, look, you know, shout out to everybody. I'm gonna keep it all the way, bro. Shout out to everybody, right? Remo know. Shout out to Remo the Rap Star, but he know what it is. Remo presented contracts in front of us that was a regular deal. It was like 7 album contracts. When nigga, I'm the nigga who got the money. You know what I'm saying? S1 it was like the Jay-Z of our era, bro. Like, if y'all ever really go listen to this nigga music, Flip, you'll go back and be like, nah, that nigga ain't spitting that shit back then. But he was different. My little brother was different, bro. Like, he was super talented. Everybody could vouch for that in the whole area. Nigga, he battled Corey Guns back in the day. Corey, just ask Corey. Just ask him. Just ask Corey. Corey's my brother.
Ask Corey.
You're not getting my opinion right now. Just ask Corey. Look, I know Flip going. He want me to say
about
something.
something. You know what I'm gonna talk about with Corey. Don't.
That's my guy. But look,
I know.
Look,
I know.
S1 was asked. Yo, Flip is crazy.
You know what I'm talking. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I was gonna ask you that too. You know what I'm talking about. I gotta be respectful. You know what I'm talking about. Pertaining to Corey.
All right, we go jail.
You going on?
Huh?
Did you get? Did you catch up? Yeah,
I caught on.
All right, good. Okay.
All right. So at the end of the day, S1 was that nigga, bro, and it was just like, you know, Ty Skrilla and One Man Gang, but we niggas wasn't just filling those contracts, and that's when the splits happened with KOC. It was just like, yo, nah, man, like, and I was trying to keep it together. So when that happened, I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm like, hey, all right, this shit ain't working. I'm right back in the streets. Long story short, I wound up catching a gun charge because I wound up having a shootout in the projects. I won't really call it a shootout. Nigga shot in the air. I started dumping at him. He ran. And, you know, I was caught on camera. You know, I chased him in his building and all that. Caught on camera. It's documented. I could talk about this. This even came out on my new trial. You know what I'm saying? That's my only felony I got. You know what I mean? That I got convicted for. But, you know, I had a shootout with somebody. I wound up getting locked up. Now, when I get locked up, I'm like the glue. Niggas flip out on Remo the Rap Star. You know, I guess hands and feet was put on people. and it's just like KOC broke up. Now I come home, I do a year in jail in Rikers Island, 2006. I'm doing S1 is doing his thing. I ain't gonna lie. S1 is on mixtapes. He running around with my man Red Child. He running around with a nigga named Crybaby. You probably know who Crybaby is. He's an old school nigga that was with Haitian Jack in him back in the day. S1 was doing his thing. I ain't my bro. All right, cool. Boom. I'm supporting S1. But then I started rapping, doing my thing again too. And I'm building up a buzz in my neighborhood. But S1 was fucking with P.O. But like P.O. S1 introduced me to P.O. But me and P.O. click like this. You know what I'm saying? So, because me and P.O., we got a lot of similarities together. Like, that's one of the nigga who don't drink, who don't smoke. He like to just fuck bitches and just smoke his cigarettes and just do him. You know what I mean? But me and P.O., we like to, I don't know, we just click. You know what I'm saying? And me and P.O., we just I'm doing my rap music or whatever. And at one point, I was even like, yo, I'm about to just stop this shit, whatever. And then this bug out over here. That's why I love him. That's why he here, Gio. Like, nigga, you better not stop. Nigga, what? You crazy? Nigga, you got a buzz right now? Like, this is a local buzz, though. Niggas, fuck with your shit, ho. He's shooting all my videos. And me and P.O. had this conversation in the car in front of the liquor store. And he's like, yo, we need a movement to bring back the Bronx, bro. And I'm like, you right. What we gonna do? We drink the Henny. He's like, yo, we need a name for it. I'm like, all right, you right. So we brainstorm. We in the car. He was like, yo, bro, I got it, bro. Bang, bang, boogie. I'm like, that shit gay, nigga. Hell no. That shit trash. He's like, bro, think about it. Up jump the boogie to bang, bang. I'm like, so I started thinking like, bang, bang, boogie, BX, bang, bang, boogie. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that. And then, to make a long story short, we invited, this is when we really just working on my project and we wanted to start a movement. We invited Cuban Link to the studio, Mice on. I told S1 to pull up and Lord Tariq, and that's when we came out the first track of Bang Bang Boogie. And on that track, we dissed Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? And 6 months later, from Bang Bang Boogie, we get locked up. Now, but when we was doing Bang Bang Boogie, we was 50 Cent. He co-signed us, you know what I mean? Tony Yayo, they were fucking with us hard. And this one, This Is 50 was bigger than World Star. And World Star used to snatch our videos, right, Gio? Everything off his page. Everything. They just steal all of our videos, they just steal. I can't get World Star for nothing right now, but that's another story.
World Star right now is like this. Should I say
Give me money.
I might want to blank the numbers out. I'm like, yeah, stack.
Niggas help build y'all, but y'all use our fucking... But yeah, but that was so flip. Now I'm in like 06, 07, 08. You know what I mean? So
hold on. Stop. Stop.
What made you diss Fat Joe though?
Yeah, good job. But hold on. Hold that.
What made you?
Stop. First and foremost, you're not that fast, but I'm faster. You ain't gonna speed past anything.
I'm not speed passing.
You did.
You wanted to go to the shooting, but you gotta understand.
I don't want to go to the shooting yet.
I was charged in 2008 after Bang Bang Boogie. That's why I went there.
No, I want to talk about Bang Bang Boogie. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
First and foremost, Remo the rap star, right?
You know Remo?
No, I just saw him. I just googled him. The contract that he posted would make him in control of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't like that, and then somebody put hands and feet on him or on his peoples. Did he get touched as well? I just want to be clear.
I was locked up. Remember, I told you I was locked up.
You said that fact.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I really don't remember. I just know that I'm gonna say this. When I was locked up, I called home. Niggas said, yo, niggas popped on Remo and Watson. Watson's a basketball tournament. Niggas said niggas popped on Remo and Watson.
People from that same group you talking about, your group, one of the members from the group that you guys all were part of.
Just the hood. Castle Hills, that's my hood.
Oh, so the hood got upset. Okay.
Yeah, the hood got upset, yeah.
Okay, of course they did, because you guys are powerful.
Yeah, it wasn't even a nigga from the group. It was like it was somebody else that was
Got it. But pertaining to that contract,
pertaining to all that, like it was just everything in totality. I Hulk locked up. Niggas ain't like the contract. What is this nigga doing here? Yo, bro. I don't know how it went down. You know what I'm saying? You can just imagine.
So then you move forward. You in the car. You guys Bang Bang Boogie. You invite everybody to the studio. Yep. To the studio, and then G Money asks the question.
Yeah, I want to know like Where the whole Fat Joe just come from, man?
Because we asked Cuban Link the same thing, and what I heard from before is that, you know, people. What I took from it is that people felt the way because they felt that Fat Joe should have shown some artist love, but I feel like that's nonsense. Please don't hit that camera, man. You're a cameraman. I think that's nonsense personally, and I would like to get your opinion and anybody's opinion. I just feel like nobody's owed anything, right? That's how I look at it. No one is owed anything, but when I spoke to Cuban Link, he had a different perspective.
Did you always look at it like that in your life?
No, I didn't. Now as a grown man, you're right.
So I'm gonna answer your question as young Hoke and as older Hoke. All right.
Okay, answer my question as young Hope, and then because now remember when inviting, so this is all. If you look at it, this all was a chess move as well, and I'll tell you why. Now when you invite CL there, you know he already had his issue with Fat Joe, right? So then when 50 got in his issue with Fat Joe, this is what.
That's exactly what happened.
Made him
all at the same time.
Made him shout out Bang Bang Boogie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we know how it goes. It's a big chess move. Queens niggas,
But it wasn't a chess move on our behalf. 50 made the chess move.
50, that's what I said. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Slick. Yeah, Queens.
Queens.
It was a chess move.
It was, but
And it was on PO.
but let me say this though. All right,
Get outta here, Jill.
let me speak for myself.
I was there.
I didn't expect 50 Cent to fucking co-sign us. I didn't
So
know.
you trying to say what? You trying to say y'all niggas put the chess move to make 50 shout you out,
No.
nigga? That's what we talk
But
about,
that's what I'm
nigga.
trying to say. No.
I hope. Rest in peace, P.O.
Rest in peace, P.O.
P.O. was like this. Fat Joe is not helping niggas in the Bronx. That's how he felt.
He did an interview on
Cuban
DVD
was
before we did the song.
called. Cuban was called because of that.
Yeah, he was.
That's why Cuban was on the track.
So that's the chess
Lord
move.
Tariq,
Got it.
for me, played himself. This is my answer. By getting on it. This is me. I don't care what he's saying. He played himself because they already had the Cross Bronx record with Pun and Fat Joe on the Lord Tariq and Peter Guns album.
Yes.
So I felt like Tariq shouldn't have did nothing like what he did. P.O. called him in, and he came in on the track. This nigga, I'm not gonna say his name, said I don't want to get on the track because I don't have no problem with Joe, where we was recording shit at. So there was other people that could have been involved that said no, Joe is not a problem.
He said that on the show. He said that we interviewed him.
Who that?
He said, who said that? Mike said that?
Right.
Mike was on the
So if I'm saying something that Mike
was
said,
on the song.
Mike's on the show, but somebody.
if I'm saying something that Mike
Bang Bang
said,
Boogie.
I didn't hear that interview.
I'm telling you what happened.
No, Mike said somebody didn't want to go on the record.
Right.
Hold on.
You don't have to look for his name. Don't worry about it.
Nah, nigga, don't tell me what to look for, nigga.
telling you.
Don't tell me what to look for, nigga.
But I'm
Let me think. Let me think,
At this
nigga.
point,
You're not gonna
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not a secret though. We could say that though. That's not a secret.
Because my song said that somebody was reluctant.
No, that was Peter Guns. He was like, no, that's not a secret, bro. Pete, that's Unc. That's my Unc right there, man. Pete was like, and I feel him. Pete was like, I ain't got no problem with Joe. I'm not getting on that, and I respect it. Like I said, older Hope definitely respect that. Like he was right of not doing that.
That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? Pete ain't had no soul.
Wasn't somebody mad at him for not getting on the record?
Maybe I don't.
That's what Mike was saying. Like he didn't want to because. But my thing is that let's go back to the question
Right.
at hand because
Why we diss Fat Joe?
Let's talk about young Hocus and young everybody. Why you guys feel like is it because of Pun? Why do you guys feel like
No.
that Fat Joe has to do something for younger artists as a young guy?
All right, let me be 100% transparent. As a young nigga coming up in the hood, a lot of times music is our only escape, and we was grinding, we was doing our thing. A lot of these niggas don't be wanting to do nothing to help nobody. So like, even then I didn't feel like Fat Joe owed me anything. Honestly, P, like I told you, P.O. was my man. That's my brother. P.O. felt the way. I don't know what his relationship was with whoever. He's older than me though. You know what I mean? P.O. is my big bro. You know what I'm trying to say? P.O. was Pistol Pete in them era. Like Fat Joe, they all the same age. You feel me? Like I'm a young dude. P.O. felt the way. I'm a young nigga. I'm riding. That simple. I'm riding. Okay. P.O. That's how you feel? Fuck this person. Fuck that person. All right, yo, bros. This how we, hey, the hood gonna rally with me. You know what I mean? Like I got that rally factor. If I say something, the hood gonna move. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that really came about. P.O. felt the way. He called a Cuban. P.O. attached that energy to himself. and that energy attached to us. And that's just the dead honest truth. Like personally, I didn't know Joe. I don't know nobody. I didn't even know nobody else next to him, close to him. I was riding. I'm a young nigga. I'm riding. That's it. I'm the streets, but I'm also rapping. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a street nigga, but I'm rapping at the same time. And I'm like, yo, all right, if it's fuck Joe right now, that's what it is. Me and Fat Joe just did an interview yesterday, and we spoke about this. Like, you know,
I saw it. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Let me ask you a question. So P.O., do you think that because P.O., let's call it what we call it, P.O. was to put that whole thing together. Puppet master. Not saying you guys are puppets, but
I would say that
because
me and P.O. put it together, but the energy came from P.O.
Because he had a rapport with Fat Joe where something might have went wrong.
I don't know. He didn't. No. I just think that P.O. felt like P.O. I don't see, the man is dead. Rest in peace. I don't want to talk too much for him.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you want to talk for him because that was more his friend than mine. Like we always close friends, but you know they grew up together. They like
same era. Early 70s, mid 70s, whatever.
I'm 80s, 90s.
Stop it. You was
Don't be tapping me on that one.
Yo, just tell him
No.
how you think P.O. felt.
Nah. P.O. shit was P.O. was aggressive.
Very.
P.O. was aggressive, and at the time, P.O. was a thinker. So at the time, he was like this, yo, Fat Joe's from the Bronx, yo, we from the Bronx, my son, Cuban Links, blah, blah, blah. He's not showing us no love. He didn't have to show us love. It's up to us to generate our own buzz. But that's how P.O. came to the table. When we was doing Hocus's project, right? I said, Hocus, do your whole project. After Kings of the Castle, he did his solo project. I say, Hope, do your whole project. When he finished his whole, he called me, he said, Gio, my whole project is finished. I say, yo, talk to P.O. Him and P.O. did, what was the track y'all did? Y'all did the neighborhood track.
Right. We did a few joints.
Y'all did, they did about 2 or 3 joints.
Like this, like,
and the third joint was that diss record to Fat Joe. That pop. 3 days later, niggas from G Unit was like this, yo, we pulling up on y'all. And that's when we went to Gilly's crib, and Gilly was like, I'm gonna cut myself. And niggas was like this, Gilly, get a cloth. Nobody's gonna be your blood brother. Nobody. He's like, yo, yeah, blood brothers. Niggas was like, no. And that's when it happened. So it was P.O.'s energy and his mind. So at the end of the day, you could say it's something like, how Diddy would sit there and think of a marketing plan. That's what P.O. was doing. P.O. was the master of intangibility. You be like this, P.O., what are you doing?
He's somebody who had a big mouth. When he talked, people listened, and it created like I don't know. He was somebody who had a big mouth. Like that's the best way to put it. When he talked, people listened and they paid them attention, and you know what I mean. And then that mixed with my street credibility and my respect with what it was just like it popped. You know what I'm saying? It just popped. Like, you know what I mean? Like he said, a couple days later, 50 Cent on the line. Like, it was good. I fucked with y'all movement.
Yeah, he was around. He died a couple days later after that, right?
Yeah, he pulled up. Yeah, we was getting shown.
He was in the studio. He was in Castle Hill from Queens. A couple days later, niggas was like this, rest in peace.
Let me talk about the older Hulk. Let me get into the older Hulk. Like, what the older Hulk now would have did then, like now to be like if I had somebody with that type of energy around, I'd be like, let's have a conversation with him first. You know what I mean? Like, because I really feel like in my heart, coming from us, me, my brother S1, I don't know what him and Cuban went through, whatever they went through. Even from Lord Tariq and my son, Joe didn't really deserve that. He didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like now I feel like that. Back then, like I said, I'm riding. Like, I don't care, I'm with whatever. He didn't really deserve that. Maybe if we'd have had a conversation with him, and like, yo, this is what we doing, maybe he would have embraced us. Who knows? We didn't. We just dissed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, the older Hulk is like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it could have caused a lot of issues and problems. You know, it could have caused a lot of issues, man, back then. You know what I'm saying? We got locked up. But I if we would have seen each other, who knows what would have happened? Joe got real niggas around him. Mm-hmm. Nigga Purse wound up getting locked up for a body coming on the island while I was on the island fighting my case. Nigga, me and Percy end up in the same crib. But it's BX love. Like, that shit wasn't even you know what I mean? Fat Joe coming to see Percy. I go on a visit floor. I see Fat Joe and Percy. Like, my mind, my perspective started changing. That's real nigga shit. That man coming to see that man while he facing life in prison. A lot of niggas ain't come see me. Know what I mean? Like, my mind on Fat Joe started changing, just period. Like, I grew in jail. I grew a lot in jail. We could get into that. I grew a lot. I changed. Jail.
What was
jail.
Fat Joe's response though when you first heard the diss record?
Fat Joe never responded. So from what I hear, Fat Joe was just like, why niggas is dissing me? Like, yo, why Fat Joe from what I hear, it's like Fat Joe was just like, yo, why BX nigga siding with a Queens nigga? That's how he felt. But it wasn't that. It was that we did that and 50 co-signed, 50 played the chess move. Like, you know, 50 smart nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Queens nigga, smart. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Joe didn't deserve that, man. Like, he really didn't deserve that from us. I would say that, but he didn't deserve that from us because he never did nothing to us, or he never even denied us. We never reached out.
Right.
You
So when did you, if you did, like, when did you speak to Joe after that situation happened? Or you saw him in person, or like, when was the first time you guys spoke?
The first time I spoke to Joe after that was it was definitely after I came home. It was through Rich Player. It was never, the first time I ever spoke to Joe about that was yesterday. Wow. But I spoke to him a couple times before that. Like, I spoke to him with the J Prince situation with the chain, cause Joe called me like, hope, you think, you know what I mean, you could get that back, because at the end of the day, that shit ain't really, even though, like, these niggas know I'm connected to the streets, that's why, that was one of the times I spoke to him, and I spoke to him like a time before that, but we got mutual friends, BX Hove, shout out to BX Hove, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Rich Player, shout out to Percy, where niggas is like, telling me, like, Joe, real nigga, like, niggas telling Joe, like, nah, Hoking them is really good, you just never got to really meet them and know them. You know what I mean? Like, our reputation probably exceeds itself sometimes. You know what I mean? People be like Flip was on his bullshit, like, I ain't reaching out to that nigga. Like, I don't know, our nigga, you know what I mean? Like, so, nigga probably think we on our bullshit, bully Bronx shit, where if niggas who really know us will tell you, like, those some humble, good, cool niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody fuck with us. Like, I don't really have no ops. I don't got no enemies, bro. You know, even when I was coming up, most of my ops was other niggas' ops. Like, they was never really my ops. Like, I always been a cool nigga that niggas like, but I get busy. You know what I mean? So, so at the end of the day, I spoke to Joe. Like, the first time we spoke about that issue really was yesterday for the first time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We spoke about Bang Bang Boogie. It never really came up, but I spoke to him a few times before that.
So, let's move forward to what happened with the shooting.
Let's move forward to the case then. Because I was acquitted. You know that.
Oh, you was acquitted for that?
Yeah.
So, the shooting that's in the newspaper.
Yeah.
What happened that day?
I don't know what happened that day. I know what they charged me with. And I know that
I was in charge in connection with the shooting incident August 29th, 07, yes?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Were you there at all? Do you know what happened? Were you aware of anything? Anything? It's just...
I just know that they came and picked me up for a shooting, and I was like, they said they said that they had my DNA on the scene.
Okay.
And I said I'm not guilty.
Respect. Okay, cool.
And I went to trial. So let's get into the whole case.
Sure.
All right. So as we were talking about Bang Bang Boogie. So on April 29th, I think it was like April 29th, 2008. We buzzing, you know what I mean, all that Bang Bang Boogie. We makes the Billboard magazine. We in the Billboard magazine like 2-3 days later. I don't know, maybe the DA was like, we gotta hurry up and get them. So a lot of people like, they look at Bobby Smurrin and be like, yo, they like the first one before they about to make it. We was really them niggas who was about to make it. We just social media wasn't as big. And they came and snatched us. You know what I'm saying? And they charged us with a over 150 count indictment. Me and my whole crew, my whole team, Castle Hill Projects. Now I'm sitting on Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? And you want me to get into the whole Rikers Island experience before we get?
Take your time.
All right, so no, because I don't know if he got his questions and shit. So now I'm sitting on Rikers Island, and while I'm sitting on Rikers Island, I get there. They're coming up with all these charges. You know, we got an A1 felony, which is conspiracy in the first degree. If you don't understand what an A1 felony is, even though it like an A1 felony, it doesn't matter what it, you know, what you're being charged with. A1 felony is the A1 felony. A murder is an A1 felony. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they couldn't give us bail. They say, oh, Your Honor, you got an A1 felony, no bail. Boom, we sitting there. So now while I'm on Rikers Island, facing all the time in prison, you know, I just think to myself, like, yo, I thought my way in here, yo. Like, you know, I was in the streets, hard body. I wanted to change, Flip. Like, nah, like, I'm going to think my way out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to my brother Red Child. He bought me this book called, you know, Your Magic Powers to Be Rich. And I just kept the book to the side. And then something in my head kept telling me, yo, read that book. Read that book. Then something told me, you ain't going home until you read that book. And I read that book. So the book was written by Napoleon Hill. It was 3 books in one. I can't remember the other 2. But the full name of the book was Your Magic Powers to Be Rich, but it's 3 books in one. But he had a book in there called Think and Grow Rich. You know, that's a popular book by Napoleon Hill. And he kept talking about this secret. You know what I'm saying? And in a nutshell, at the end of the book, he tells you what the secret is. And the secret is, as long as you believe, you can achieve. And this might sound so simple, but throughout the book, he just gives you so much different, like, you know, examples. And it resonated with me so much. And from there, you know, I had a conversation with my mother. And my mother, you know, like I told y'all, my mother had other kids to worry about. So I'm like, yo, Ma, don't worry about us. You know what I mean? It's me, it's 3 of her sons at this time. My brother Reem, the older one, he didn't, you know, I told you, who was like my pops after my pops died. He didn't get locked up. It was me, my brother Dollar, and my brother S1. And, you know, and I'm just like, Ma, we going to be good. And my mother's like, I want to be there for you. I said, Ma, you know what your job going to be? Just buy me my books. That's all I need from you. So I just like, you know, I just like started just getting into the zone, bro. Like, I would listen to this program, 99.5 FM. And when I went into jail, I was overweight. I was chubby. My face was all big and shit. And I was just like, yo, I wanted to live, bro. Like, I went in, like, I lived a life that I could die any day. And I was like, yo, I want to live. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm listening to this program, there's a guy named Mike Anderson. And he's talking about how, you know, how people, like, lose weight and they always gain it back. I was one of those people. I was, like, 60 pounds overweight than I am now. And he's like, yo, it's because of the processed meats, the dairy, the eggs. And he was like, that's the main reason why people was catching cancer, diabetes, heart disease. So I called my mom later, Ma, order this book, The Rave Diet and Lifestyle. She sent me that book. The same day I read that book, same day I got the book, I read that book in one day. The same day I said, I'm never eating meat again. Like, it was just over. You know what I mean? And I had all my tuna fish in my fucking bucket. So tuna fish is like kind of expensive. So I told, when nigga was commissary time, I told all the homies, like, go buy me, I had like 50 tunas. I'm like, yo, go buy me black beans. I'm gonna trade y'all for tunas. So niggas like, oh, this nigga stupid. I'm like, no, y'all niggas stupid. I need that nutrition. Yeah, dead ass. That's what my thoughts. Like, so I took all that shit and so throughout, I was on Rikers Island 4 years. So throughout the time on Rikers Island, I will go back and forth with the fish because, you know, it wasn't in commissary all the time, the beans. But that, you know, I haven't eaten like chicken or meat or like beef and all that since then. That was 2009. So now I'm locked up. I know Flip, he's saying back, he want me to get into the violence and all that. You know, he want me to get into the violence. You know what I mean? I'm locked up for, you know, I'm locked up. They charged me with these shootings. Also conspiracy in the first degree, which is conspiracy in the first degree, if you don't know, is when someone is someone is under the age of 16, right? Someone that's 18 or over conspires to commit a B felony or over with someone under the age of 16. I'm gonna say that one more time. Conspiracy in the first degree is when someone is 18 or over conspires to commit a B felony or over with someone that's under the age of 16. So a crack sale is a B felony. So if you conspire to commit a crack sale with someone under age 16, that is an A1 felony, conspiracy in the first degree, which is the same as a murder. You understand? Like, that shit is crazy when you think about it, right? Yeah. So that's what they got us on there, and we got this dude named Paul Perez. Put his whole government out there. It's public information. Paul Perez, who was like a nephew to us, who was like his brothers was my right hand mans. Like I watched this nigga grow up from a baby. This nigga shoots. All right, so this nigga get in an argument with somebody on the block, and it was over a girl. Long story short, he went and got a gun, and he shoots at the nigga, but he missed him and hit another nigga in the leg. He runs off. He gets caught, but when he does that, he passes off the gun to somebody, and you know, and he get and they never catches the gun. That same night, the police come into an apartment that niggas had their guns in, and they find all the guns. They found like 6 guns. So, Paulie comes home. I'm like, yo, how the fuck they find these guns? How they knew these guns was in this apartment? Oh, this what the nigga said. I told them he said I told him where I put the gun at, but you lying. You didn't. First of all, the reason why I knew he was lying because you passed the gun off to another nigga and another nigga put it there. So you lying to me right now that you telling the police you told them you put the gun there. And I was calling him a snitch then, bro. Long story short, I told niggas like, yo, this nigga's a rat, bro. Yo, but the police went inside that crib illegally and got those 6 guns. So nobody got locked up. So niggas was like, nah, he ain't a snitch, bro. Nobody got locked up, though. Nobody in jail. So I'm like, this nigga's a snitch. So I got a song. So I even made a song. It's called We the Ones. And I put him in that song. This is before we got indicted. Put him in that song. I said, Paulie is a rat. Long story short, we get locked up. Paulie is the rat on our case. And he's the person who was allegedly under 15 that was selling drugs for us. His whole story was fabricated. So remember I told you, he shot somebody and he started telling. Gets locked up again. All this come out on my trial. He gets locked up again for robbing and cutting an old lady. They give him a second plea agreement. Like they snatched the first one off the table. He got another charge. Look, we're going to give you another. But they got to show this in our trial. They got to show everything. He gets a second plea agreement to testify against the Harris boys, against us. And it was just crazy, man. You know, all this is being brought up in trial, right? And even back to the time, even the when I told you that I had the shootout, you know, when KOC, when all that happened, that was brought up in trial, presented like if it was I was being charged with it, but they couldn't charge me with it. But it was because they trying to go 5 years back. That's why you say in the documentary. That's why I talk about that, because they presented it to the jury to make me look bad. You know what I mean? Me having the shootout, I was caught on camera having that shootout. That's why I copped out to that. You know what I'm trying to say? So this guy Paulie, he just painted this whole picture like if, like I was the enforcer, my brother Dollar was the supplier, and everybody else worked for us. He gave them the picture that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? But he had got like, they let him go, and it had leaked that he was a rat, and he got beat up in the neighborhood. Right? So look, check how foul this shit is, bro. So when it's time for us to go to trial, he's like, yo, I don't want, so he comes to testify, right? But then he's like, I don't really want to testify because niggas beat me up, whatever. So so they have some type of law where the judge granted that his grand jury minutes be said, but he don't have to testify. So the DA was able to read his whole grand jury minutes to the jury, and we couldn't cross-examine him and catch him in no lies or none of that. So I'm just sitting there, the DA is reading his whole shit. You can imagine if the DA just reading a story that this nigga's saying, I'm looking at them and it's just making us look crazy. Yeah, he did this. This person shot this person. This person shot this person. And it's just like, but you know, just to fast forward, now the shootings that I was charged with, he never brought that up because he had no knowledge of those shootings that I was charged with. I know Flip want to get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. So, all right. So we're gonna get into the shootings that I was charged with. So, in our case, we had it was one murder in our case, and it was a couple other shootings. And in those shootings, I'm gonna talk about the ones I was charged with and the murder because they kind of coincide. So, in the shootings that I was charged with, 3 or 4 people got shot. I don't remember. It was like 3 or 4 people got. Yo, man, it's crazy. In the shootings that I was charged with, 4 people got shot. All right. So this is their whole case. All right. So this happening. The shooting took place in 2007. We didn't get indicted until a year later, 2008. So they never even questioned me about it, locked me up about it, nothing. Like, so the case was just like a unsolved case until I got indicted. Now, the only reason why they was able to indict me on that case was circumstantial evidence, which was a hat being found on the scene with my DNA on it. That's it. That's it. A hat was found with my DNA on it. Now, check you. This is a shooting that took place on a crowded block. 4 people were shot. About 30 people outside. My hat wasn't the only thing found on the scene. There was bloody shirts, fucking tampons. I'm just playing. Not tampons, but there was fucking do-rags. There was fucking a lot of stuff found on. A whole bunch of other shit was found on the scene of this shooting, right? So, but for somehow, some way, they got an indictment for me because they put it all together. They couldn't indict me with that by myself. So they put it in the indictment. Now, I'm on trial. One of the victims who was shot comes up and he comes up and he's like, you know, he's being questioned by the district attorney. How do you feel when you get shot? You know, it's painful, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the DA, I got you, Flip. So the DA asks him, so did the shooter have a hat on? Remember I told you they found a hat on the scene with my DNA, right? Mm-hmm. The DA asked him, did the shooter have a hat on? He said, no. The shooter didn't have no hat on. The shooter had a mask on. So I'm talking to my lawyer. I'm like, yo, when it's time for my lawyer to cross-examine, I'm like, yo, look, go up there and repeat that shit and ask that nigga again. What's going on over here?
I don't know who is that. Is that people's? Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
All right, so I'm telling my lawyer, like, yo, go up there and ask this nigga again. Like, he's like, yo, but why? He just said it. I said, because I want him to repeat that shit for the jury. So my lawyer go up there and ask him, like, you know, are you sure that the shooter didn't have a hat on? He said, no, the shooter didn't have a hat on. So long story short, everybody who witnessed this shooting said the shooter didn't have a hat on. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I said we could talk about the murder and thing that they charged me with, because the same gun that was used in the murder was used in the shooting. So the DA was trying to preach a community gun thing, like, yo, they share guns. It's a community gun. It just, you know, the jury didn't buy it. It just sounded stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my shooting case. Flip that, you know, they charged me with and I beat.
What about so who got murdered?
You know, it was a guy from my neighborhood who I was actually cool with. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually cool with the guy. The way the district attorney put things together, we know this shit ain't the way it be, Flip. People have problems with each other in the hood. I might be cool with you. You might be cool with son. If I murdered son, they try to make it like, you know, I was cool with son. You know what I'm saying? And obviously he got murdered. You know what I'm saying? And the person that they charged with it, you know, he's fighting his pill right now. He's still innocent. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna leave that right there. But
got it.
Yeah.
So,
what was your time like in jail?
Well,
we didn't really get to too much details about that. You know, you being Sex Money Murder, and you know, you being from the Bronx and having your name and stuff. Like, what was your time like in jail?
So my time in jail, bro. Honestly, like I said, I found myself in there. Like I did a lot of reading, bro. Like I was the nigga. Like, even when you ask people, like I was the nigga forming groups, bringing people together. I was spitting knowledge, bro. Like the shit that I was learning, I was trying to teach other motherfuckers. I was working out heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I lost 60 pounds in jail. My moms came to see me and started crying. She thought I was stressing. I got so skinny. I was a big nigga, bro. My face was this close. She was like, oh, I said, Ma, yo, bro. I would go to the yard. I jogged the whole hour. Niggas, yo, the fucking CEOs just asked me, you was in the military? I was like, nah. Like, you didn't stop running since you came out here. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them disciplined niggas. So my time in jail wasn't, I'm gang banging, but I'm not, bro. Like,
they ain't trying in front of you in jail though.
Nah, like I was my aura is the same everywhere, bro. I was respected, but not respect like fearful respect, just respect. Like niggas 9 times out of 10 niggas knew who I was. It's 25 of us on the island, a bunch of cold D's, sex, money, murder, you know. At the end of the day, you know, gangs run the jails. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got gangs that beef with each other. Of course, Bloods beef with Bloods more than anybody in New York. Everybody know that. But my aura just ain't that type of aura. Niggas fuck with me. Like I don't come off as a nigga that I ain't got no issues with nobody, bro. So I was respected and just the energy that I'm bringing was positive, bro. I was changing already. I was coming into formation of this person that I am now, bro. Like, so my time, I only had to smack one nigga in jail, bro. You know what I mean? Because the nigga touched the fan. I told him don't touch the fan. Yeah, his name was, he from Baltimore. His name is B-More. This nigga's a clown. So we sitting in the day room. No, this real shit, bro. I don't gotta lie. Niggas, anything I'm saying right now, niggas gonna be in the comments. They gonna be like, nah, he's not lying. You don't find niggas. I was on Rikers Island 4 years, bro. I can't lie. Niggas come through there repeatedly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas gonna see this fucking interview, bro. This dumbass nigga, we in the day room. You know what I mean? I'm playing cards. I'm with a bunch of neutral niggas. So I guess that's why he felt he could touch the fan. So he just became blood. Like, I'm literally 5 minutes ago. Literally. Niggas just turned him blood to like an outlaw brim set or something like that. So I'm like, all right. So the fan is on us. He moved the fan towards the homies. I'm like, yo, bro, don't touch the fan again, bro. I guess they must have, you know, somebody must have told him, like, he gotta be touched the fan. I'm like, bro, why you touching the fan, bro? I'm like, bro, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you're not for nothing. Nigga, like, I started going in on him. Nigga, you mad pussy. Nigga, your cousin snitched on you. He called his cousin every day. Cousin snitched on you, nigga. You still in. You call that nigga. Nigga, your cousin a bitch. He said, you a bitch. I said, oh, her? I had a water bottle in my hand. Smack fire out that nigga. Boom! Water splash everywhere. So the CEO came out there. He crying. Profusely crying. Come on. Let's go in the bathroom. So, you know, shout out to my bro Banger. Banger brought him home. You know what I mean? And, you know, he was outlaw brand. Banger was in the house with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my son Rello. Shout out to Rello. Rello up north. You know, we like, yo, we getting this nigga out of here. He out this house after this. Banger like, yo, let him rock. We let him rock, though. But that was the only time I had to put hands on somebody. Other than that, I was cool. My issue on Rikers Island was with police. Like, I always got into a police, bro. Like, well, we call them, correction officers, we call them police on Rikers Island. So when I say that, like, they be violating, bro. Like, they violate. They come violate your cell. Them niggas take one of the homies, put them in the bubble, lock the door, fuck them up. Like, them niggas be violating, bro. Like, they never did that to me personally, but, like, I seen it happen, bro. Like, I seen it happen, bro. My problems came from that, bro. Like, and my reputation, like I said, kind of exceeded itself on there because one time I had got packed up and moved to OBCC. Now, I'm in OBCC. There's a beef between the Macs and the Hounds. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. At that time, Rikers Island, the Macs and the Hounds was tearing each other up, bro. Like, if somebody get cut, they shut down the whole building. They call it TSO. TSO every day. Every day, somebody getting cut. Niggas getting wrapped up like mummies. Like, real talk. But I'm sex, money, murder. So I come in the building. Niggas like, the what they call them, security. They pull me to the side and they pull my man Jacob. Jacob is Miller. Jacob is from Edenwald. So they like, yo, you Pistol Pete? I'm like, knock it off. Nigga, Pistol Pete doing life. What are y'all talking about? They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just thinking, oh, they probably heard, oh, a big homie from this set. They like, yo, look, one more thing happened, y'all two going down. Me and Jacob looked at each other like, all right, you know, I said, y'all know who the beef is over. I mean, dead honest with them. Y'all know I'm sex money. The paper, my shit is in the papers, right? You see it, right? They know. Jacob is Miller. We telling like, they're like, we don't care. You guys got the influence. I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And they play dirty, bro. They put new charges on niggas and all that. So at this time, when that happened, my brother Dollar, see, what I didn't tell you, Dollar, S1, and 25 went to trial before me. They saved me for last for some reason. My nigga, I was still there. You know what I mean? Dollar beat trial. You know what I mean? And Dollar, you know, he had a captain who he was friends with on the island. He called him. I'm like, I called home like, yo, Dollar, they about to do me dirty, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with this Mac and Hound shit. He like, I got you. Dollar called, you know, his captain friend. They moved me from OBTC to the 3 building, away from all that shit. You know, my man Jacob was still there. I'm like, Jacob, Sorry, bro. I gotta go. I'm trying to go home, bro. My trial starts soon. And I actually came home from the 3 building too. Where I went to trial, came home from the 3 building.
So, which one of your brothers got charged? Everybody came home? Like, what?
Nah,
What
so
outcome of
so
that case?
so you know, my man 2-5 who was charged with the body, Dollar, you know, he had was the alleged ringleader. Well, me and him, but more so him at the top, and then they had me. And then my brother S1, who was our younger brother, they went to trial first. And S1 and 2-5 blew, and Dollar beat it. He beat every charge. Because Dollar was charged with 4 counts of conspiracy. You know what I mean? Conspiracy in the first, second, third, and fourth. That's it. That's all Dollar had. Like that's all they allegedly had on him. As we all was charged with those 4 counts of conspiracy, but everybody else had separate charges. Everybody else had other charges. Like S1 had those 4 counts plus robbery, plus this, plus that. 2-5 had those 4 counts plus drug sales, plus a murder. I had those 4 counts plus the shootings. That's it. I didn't have nothing else but those 4 counts in the shootings. And yeah, so Dollar. So when they came back with the verdict, they all beat like conspiracy first, second, and third. Dollar beat the fourth too. Go home. 2-5 S1 blew the conspiracy in the fourth, and they other related charges.
So how much time did 2-5 get?
25 life for the murder.
Your brother?
19 flat.
Okay.
They ran it consecutive on him. They did him dirty. First time offender did him dirty, bro.
So where's your brother?
The Sing Sing.
When is he coming home?
He got like 3 years left. This was 2008, so out of 19 to like 16.
Okay. Wow. So you beat it. You changed your life in prison.
Out, yeah.
On Rikers, you changed your life. You had to slap somebody with a water bottle.
That's the only issue I really got into really on there. I ain't really had to do nothing. I fuck like everybody from the city came through there, bro. They fucked with me. Like everybody who's somebody. Like you gotta ask them, niggas fucked with me, bro. Like it was really that simple. Like
Who you saw in jail when you were there? Like that we might know.
who I saw in jail that y'all might know. Oh man. Who came? True Life. Shout out to True Life. Shout out to True.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, you know, True came through. We was in 3 building together. True brother 730, my nigga. We was in the same house together for mad long at OBCC in that same building I was telling you about. Me and him was together for mad long. That like me and him got real tight. But me and True was in the 3 building together. Who else came through there? Damn. G Dep was in the 3 building with me. I'm not sure. I think Vado came through for a little bit. I don't know if he came through during that bit. I don't know. I think he did. Who else came through? I don't know, bro. Like I was there 4 years, bro. Everybody came through that shit, bro. Like a lot of people, you know, some of Mano peoples. Like I could tell you street dude, like some of niggas peoples. Everybody
Right.
who somebody peoples came through there. Some of Uncle Murder peoples came through there. You know, like I said, Percy came through there. Me and Percy was in the same house. I was with Fat Joe. Oh, me and Maserati Fox. You know, I know y'all know. Nigga,
Rest
we
in
was
peace,
nigga.
FO.
That was my fucking bro, nigga. We was in the same house, nigga.
Rest in peace, to
Nigga,
FO.
me and FO went to the yard together because, you know, with bangers, me and him about to ride. 'Cause you know, FO was Sex Money Murder. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
FO nigga, Pistol Pete brought FO home himself, nigga. That's a fact. You was jacking the hood. That's a fact. He was jacking the hood, nigga. He was in the feds with him.
I didn't know that. Maserati Fox. Rest in peace.
Nigga, we was
I
in
used
the
to live with him.
we was in the same house together, and it was something going on. And nigga, me and him went to the yard with bangers together. Nothing happened, but like we was going rock out together. Like shout out to Fox, you know what I mean? We was in the same house, like. But I knew Fox before, like, cause during Bang Bang Boogie, you know, like I said, G Unit was fucking with us, so we knew each other already. But like we ended up in the same house together in a 3 building.
That's crazy.
Bird, who else? I don't know, bro. A lot of people, bro. I can't like it.
I got you.
You know what I mean? If it comes to mind, I be like, damn, I forgot to tell him that. Like I probably just ain't remembering right now. A lot of people though, bro. I was there for a long time, bro. Like
So you in jail? You reading the books? You working out? Getting healthy? Eating and everything? So when do we come home?
all right, so my brother and them, they go to trial. I just told y'all about that. They go to trial January 2012. They kept pushing my trial back. My trial start October 2012. You know, I was on trial for 2 long months. And I came home
12, right?
12.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
What you done found up there in the Rolodex?
You don't like to talk about personal stuff and family stuff, but
Let's
you
get
said that
into
your
it.
girl left you while you were locked up. Yes.
Oh, we could talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about that.
You're like me. You don't really like to talk about family, but I'm gonna pull it out of you.
Yeah, I you know why I could talk about that, because me and her is like tight now. Like it was a long time where me, this is my first baby mother, who was my longtime girl, who was the love of my life at the time. Now like I was actually her first. You know what I mean? Like we was kids, 16 years old together, and we was together to the 9 years. I got locked up when I was 25, from 16 to 25, and she abandoned me and she left me. You know what I mean? It hurted me bad, bro. Like, I thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life with that girl. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like it was really hard, bro. That's why I tell niggas, like, these young niggas out here, they don't understand, man. Like, when you go in there, you're gonna lose a lot. You're gonna go through it. It's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? But just to keep it on topic with her, we had 2 kids at the time, and my youngest, my daughter at that time, who was only 18 months, like, she wouldn't bring her to come see me. And she wouldn't allow no other females to bring her to come see me. Oh, other female. She was ignorant at the time, and she could admit to this. I know other female gonna be acquainted with my daughter, get to know my daughter, and I held resentment against her for that for a long time. And it wasn't until recently where we really sat down and chopped it up, and she said something to me that made me really click. Like, this is like literally maybe 6 months ago, Flip. I had this conversation with her, and I was just like, I'm being a bigger man, because we ain't talked for a couple years for other reasons too. And I'm like, yo, look, we got kids together. Like, I want to show my kids that, like, forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? I want to show them something different. And she was like, yo, she like, you got to understand, you left me out here. All I had was you. I didn't know nothing else. Got to think about it. I took her virginity. I was her only boyfriend, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So that shit meant, as the older Hulk, I'm sitting back like, damn, that girl's right. I left her out here. Wolves out here. She's beautiful. My first baby mom was mad pretty. She was one of the baddest joints in Castle Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
I mean,
Easy. Come on, be respect. Come on, man.
Yo, Flip.
You're elaborating too much. Man. I gotta respect people. You're elaborating too much.
All right. No, I'm telling you, that's my first baby mom.
I know,
bro.
but you're elaborating a little bit too much. You know how women. I got. All right,
I got.
I'm trying to hold you.
I understand. I caught on a little later.
Come on,
But
man.
all right. But not for nothing. Like, but I'm just saying, like,
Y'all were able to talk, but so when you wasn't talking, you wasn't seeing your children when you wasn't talking to her.
I wasn't seeing my daughter. I was seeing my
littlest
son, because she didn't mind nobody bringing up my son. She couldn't really control it because he was like 6, 7, 8 at the time. You know what I'm saying? So like and she wasn't staying with her. My son was staying with my mother. So my son, like, my son grew up under my little brothers, little badass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? While I was locked up those 4 years, my son was staying in my mom's house. You know, which I'm proud about, because he, he didn't grow up under a bunch of females. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So like, she's still allowed. Like, if another female wanted to bring him, cool, they could bring him. They couldn't bring my daughter though. She wasn't with it.
I'm just saying. So, but you said 6 months ago you guys finally had a conversation.
It probably about maybe a little longer than that, but it probably about 6 months ago to maybe 8
And
months.
you guys
ago.
had an understanding. Yeah,
We had a real conversation. Like,
That's
yo,
respect.
like now, like, bro, like I live in Atlanta, bro. She comes down and she stays in my house. You know what I mean? My other baby moms be there too, and they spend the night. Not, I won't make it. It's gonna sound crazy, but she still. Ain't nothing freaky going on. Ain't nothing freaky going on, but she comes over. She spends the night, and it's all love. It's all cool. It's like,
That's what's up.
yo, that girl, like, besides the conflict that we had, she's kind of like my best friend. Like, she probably kind of like the person who known me more than anybody, because she knew me since I was a kid. But like, I like, I don't feel no type of way no more about that shit, but I did for a long time, bro.
So you guys broke up because you were in jail, and she kind of was like, "Yo, that you
that's
left
a
me."
fact.
and
Did you?
that's
No,
it.
she said, she told me straight up. This is what hurt me. This is what I said, oh, fuck this. She was like, nigga, you don't know when you coming home. You might not ever make it home. And she was right. She was right. I was facing 25 to life, bro. I wasn't facing no bullshit charges. if the jury believed that this little nigga, that we gave this little nigga drugs, the minimum is 15 to life, not 15 flat. Life automatically holds on to that. If I blow to these shootings, the minimum 25 for me, because I'm a predicate felon. The minimum, that's it. I don't get, you know what I mean? If I was charged with shooting 4 people, if I blow to one, if they think like, okay, maybe he shot that one and that one, 25 flat, period. So I was facing 25 to life, bro. S1, I'm gonna say this. Everybody know S1, right? That knows him in my neighborhood, or that knows S1. That's like S1 was doing him, whatever. But I want to say this without like trying to downplay. Like, everybody know that me and Dollar was more active in the streets than S1 was. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like S1 got 19. I tell niggas all the time, like, everybody don't get so lucky, bro. That nigga got 19 years, bro. You feel me? So they ain't offer me nothing, bro. Like, I didn't get no offer. I didn't get no offer at all until I went to trial, and my lawyer told me. My lawyer just asked me. He said, yo, if they give you 15 flat, would you take it? I said, nah, man. I said, yo, try to give me 9 years. Give me a flat number. Give me 9. Can you give me 10? He said, they not giving you that. Nigga, be going to pick them.
So, all this happens. You come home.
I come home. Quit it. 12.
You a new man.
A special day.
What's the next step for Hocus 450? Why do you feel like you were blackballed? Because that's something that you mentioned to me.
Yo, I feel like so let me answer that question first.
Whichever question you come to.
All right, let me answer the blackball question. I feel like it's a stigma over who I am in my neighborhood, and I feel like a lot of people are scared to deal with me. I feel like the so-called company that I keep, I feel like we misunderstood. I'm a nigga from the streets who was active in the streets, who was active to the point where I really was out there. I really did put in work, bro. Like, I really did soldier. I really did do all these things, bro. But like, and I'm not talking about the things that I was acquitted for. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in the streets, period. I was active, bro. And and a lot of people in the industry know that. And I feel like there's a stigma with my section of the Bronx, especially the Soundview section, where sex, money, murder comes into play. We have a stigma over us that people don't want to fuck with us because they got this like, nah, them niggas. Yo, bro, I don't want to skip nothing, but can I skip a little bit and say something to a label meeting I went to?
Sure.
I went to a label meeting that Jay Prince sent me to after I got the chain back, a Sony label, right? And I'm talking to, like he's setting us to talk to the boss. But the A&R comes upstairs and he's like, we introducing ourselves. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Hocus 450. Oh, I know you. You dangerous. You dangerous, man. Come on, bro. That gotta be, how that nigga don't know me? That gotta be what's being said throughout. And he's what they call it, when the Blackbird do jostling or whatever about it. That gotta be, he doing that, come on, bro. That gotta be what niggas is saying. That's what make niggas not want to fuck with me, bro. And I'm gonna speak on the Hot 97 issue. Yeah, like I got inside sources. The hip hop police was going up there. Flex was spinning my record hard in 2017. My dollar bill record crazy. Them niggas was going up there trying to get them niggas to stop that shit, man. That's a fact. And it is like, people want to deny it and act like it ain't true. I know this for a fact. I got inside sources, and I know how the hip hop police is running down on me and Dice Peso every event, shutting it down, telling me, Hocus, you could come in, only you and 3 of your mans, but you run with it. Ain't true, Hocus. They trying to butter me up. It ain't true, but it's your squad. Hip hop police put me over in one event. They like, yo, you can't come in until we talk to you. I'm like, all right, hold on, y'all. I go and talk to them. I forgot the name of the club. It's in Queens too. So they like, I'm like, what's going on? They like, yo, we heard you got into it in BB King's. Yo, this is what they tell me, bro. Let us hold you down. You need protection? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm outside with 30 niggas. I'm good. Like, I feel like, yo, they was trying to get cool with me or get in with me. Like, that they was blackballing me, bro. It's not just the industry. Hip hop police was blackballing me, bro, in New York City. This is a fact, bro. That's blackballing, bro. When you and this is fact. Ask Votto. Ask Pretty Nikki. Ask who else is promoting this spot? Anyway, ask Votto, bro. Me and Votto had a boat ride. Lit. Ticket sold, about to be lit. Hip hop police calls them. Yo, y'all got Hocus for a fifth? Shut it down. Nah, y'all can't have Hocus for a fifth. So they called me. They're like, yo, Hoke. They just called us, said, yo, you can't come to the joint. I said, you know what? Nick? Just do it with Vado, man. Like, boom. She called me back a half hour later. They said, nah, the whole shit shut down now. Y'all should never even put them on there. We don't even believe y'all. Y'all should never even put them on there. The whole boat ride shut down. Crazy. This is 2017. Crazy. Me and DMX. I know we going to get into that too. That's my big brother. Rest in peace, DMX. Me and DMX doing the BX Fight Club. I brought DMX to the BX Fight Club in the Bronx. The fucking police go to the fucking BX Fight Club. Yo, the niggas from the BX Fight Club come back to me like, yo, police just came to us, bro. They was talking about DMX, but they was really talking about you. Like, yo, why y'all got Hocus coming in here? And y'all got DMX. Why y'all got DMX? You know what I mean? But why y'all got... So, like, come on, bro. I'm being blackballed, bro. I'm being blackballed. And I know a lot of people don't like, especially after the, Irv Gotti, they don't like that pressure from the police, but... And I guess that's a big part of it. But another big part of it is I think a lot of niggas is afraid and don't want to see me win. And that's a fact, bro. Niggas can act like they love Hoke. They don't love Hoke. Or they act like, nah, they not haters. Niggas don't want to see me win, bro. It has a lot to do with, too, that me beating that case. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course they mad, bro. And what a lot of people don't know about, nigga, they not only did I beat that case, nigga, settlement, 6 figures. Let me get that. You know what I mean? Let me get that. I don't put my business out there too much, but yeah. Sat on Rikers Island 4 years, yeah. Flip, I don't live here no more. I live in Atlanta, you know that. I'm out of here. Why would I stay up here? These niggas, they, you know what I mean? And not only that, they have made several attempts to still take me down after that. And my brother CB and DO trial, my little brothers ended up in indictment in Castle Hill Projects. My name comes up and shit that, nigga, they had me on a blackboard, bro. And niggas trials that I'm not even on trial. I'm sitting in their trial. They got a blackboard up. Sex, money, murder, indictment. My face is on that blackboard. Why? Everybody can see what I'm doing. Why? A federal agent got up there and her whole testimony was about me and my brother. Now, the 2 niggas on trial was 2 of my niggas from my hood, from Soundview and Castle Hill. I ain't on trial, but I'm sitting in the trial. Why is me and my, you know what I'm saying? Why is my face up there? You know what I'm saying? What's going on over here?
Yo, Gio, man.
Gio, close the Gio, you fucking up the interview, Gio.
I ain't fucking up.
Yes, you are, bro. You are,
talking, bro. We can hear you.
You are, bro. Just
I can hear you. That's what I'm closing.
Keep talking.
No,
Nah,
bro.
Gio.
No, bro. Just close the door or something, bro.
Come on, Gio, chill. Close the door, man.
Gio. Come on, bro. But go ahead, Flint.
So settlement, whatever, got lost. No, I didn't. You come home, you said you feel like you're being blackballed. Hip hop police went there and they did all that extra stuff, and you feel like, it's not working in your favor, right? And you said that you were still on people indictment, people that you didn't even know, you wasn't even associated with.
No, I didn't say I didn't know them or wasn't associated with them. I know them, and
that you wasn't a part of their case.
I wasn't part of their case.
That's what you said. Pardon me. So now, I would ask the crazy question there.
Don't Vlad me. Don't DJ Vlad me right now. Now, go ahead.
I ain't gonna DJ Vlad you. What's next? Like though, like what was next when the chain?
Right.
How did that happen?
Well, obviously niggas know YB and Almighty J came to New York and got a chain snatched. At this time, and I'm living in Atlanta. Like this, I already got my house. I'm chilling. I'm down there. I probably had my house fucking a month, literally, cause I had my house like a month. I'm chilling in my house, and I scroll online. And I see my name tagged in something, but I paid no mind because I didn't really know what it was. I didn't even know it was Jay Prince. Like, I just seen my name. Like, I'm just online. So everybody calling my phone and like, yo, Hope, Jay Prince just came at you and everybody in the Bronx. I'm like, what? So I go look at it and I read it. I'm like, damn. Like, you know, like at the end of the day, it was kind of like it was crazy for me because out of everybody named that was tagged on that list, he tagged every rapper from the Bronx. I'm probably like the least known person. You know what I mean? Like everybody else then had a record deal or like out there like that. I don't know what made him tag me. I mean, I know I got a buzz in the Bronx. I know that I got a name, but I was on that list. And I'm like, damn, why he tagged me for? So, you know, the street nigga in me is just like, you know, I had put up a post back like, yo, you know, I respect you, OG. And I'm paraphrasing right now. Like, I respect you, OG. You know, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, I personally didn't like the fact that he tagged me on that because, you know, real robbery got committed. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Niggas get robbed every day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And the fucking media took it in. Bronx people rapper comes at Jay Prince. Boom, 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 boom. It goes all over. You know what I'm saying? Now it goes viral. You know, I'm like, now I'm getting calls from everybody. You know, even Fat Joe, shout out to Fat Joe, he called me. Mad people just calling me like, yo, like I said, I'm in Atlanta. Yo, what's going on with the situation? Like, at the end of the day, boy, that shit is whack. Like, you think you get the chain back? Like, you know, niggas got to travel. Like, this shit could start a big war. East Coast, down South war. And Houston didn't like that. Houston, I give it up to them. They fuck with Jay Prince. They didn't like that. I gave him his respect to me, I thought, in the fucking post that I put up. But they didn't like, you can't say nothing to him. That's the big homie. You can't even defy his words. So, they was coming at my neck. So, in a nutshell, make a long story short, you know, I hollered at my bro KT. Shout out to my bro KT, you know what I'm saying, from Soundview. And, you know, KT flew me up to New York, and we sat down, we chopped it up. And the little dudes, just so I clarify, I said it yesterday on Fat Joe interview. If a nigga take a chain, you ain't getting the chain back unless a nigga want to get a chain back. So it's not like I came and I deboed the chain back. Like, the niggas who had the chain wasn't even the ones who took it. But the nigga who had the chain, however he got it, I don't want to put no business out there. He got the chain. And they like, yo, man, this whole situation is going out of proportion. We going to give it back, but we only giving it back to Hocus. If Hoke don't come get the chain, we throwing it in the Bronx River. This is their exact word. I don't even know these little niggas, but they know that they like this. Their exact words, Hocus street nigga, we don't trust none of these industry niggas. And they felt like everybody else who was tagged on this from the industry. And I'm like, if I can make a situation better, why not? You know what I'm saying? So I flew up and got the chain. And I guess the chain, you know what I mean? Then Jay Prince put out another fucking memo that was talking even crazier. But now the chain is in my possession. And I'm like, why did he post this? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm on the phone talking to JoJo Capone. I'm like, yo, bro, what's going on? Like, yo, bro, like, I got the chain, bro. But like, he just... And then, you know, like I said, shout out to my bro KT. You know, because at first, me and KT... Before Jay Prince put out that second memo, me and KT's like, once I got the chain back, yo, we flying out. We going to Houston with it. We were just going to fly out there. Just book a flight, go to Houston. Somebody tell Jay Prince we here. We got the chain and like give it to him. But he put out that second memo. It was like, I don't think we should fly out to Houston. We might not come back. You know what I'm saying? And French Montana, KT and French Montana is like this. You know, so KT talking to French like, yo, I fuck with Jay Prince. You know, you my brother, KT, you know, Hoke your brother. Y'all niggas come out here to my house and we gonna meet up in my house, a neutral place. Nigga, my home. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. You know, we flew out to LA, you know, French house in Calabasas, and Jay Prince flew out. And we sat down and we had a little meeting. And, you know, I'm one of the people who's like, whatever happens and whatever said in the meeting stays there. I don't really talk too much about that, but mutual respect, gave the chain back. You know what I'm saying? They understood why I came the way I came. I understood why he came the way he came. And to this day, nigga, I fuck with them. I'm mob tied, nigga. Like, niggas know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go everywhere screaming mob ties now. Like, you know, he offered me, you know, to be inside of his mob tie crew, and I accepted. You know, that's Jay Prince. That's a OG respect. Like, a lot of niggas I know, niggas, nobody gonna tell me this to my face, but I hear through the grapevine, everybody think they tough and gangster. Yo, well, Hope gave that back. He should have let his nut hang. Yo, first of all, I had nothing to do with it. I was home peacefully in Atlanta, and I felt like I'm already on this transition of change, bro. Like, from jail to who I am now. Like, yo, if I can, bro, like, yo, I speak out against the violence against each other now, bro. Like, I ain't with that shit no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I could stop something and help change and help a situation from going further, why not? So I did it, bro. And for me, it built a bigger bond for me. Like, and it ain't about me. It built a bigger bond for other niggas too. Because yo, let's be real, bro. Niggas would have been flying out to certain dumb niggas. They mom tied, bro. Like niggas are gonna be flying out to certain cities, and a lot of niggas would have been getting robbed and touched. It is what it is, bro. Like you can flip.
Nah, I
Just keep it
ain't
real.
saying that.
Like
Nah, I got you.
like that's
I
what would have
understand.
happened.
Nah, I'm
you know
with
what I
you.
mean?
I'm with you.
And did I get a thanks? Yo, holla, yo, ho. That's what's up from anybody? No, but I don't care because I ain't do it for that. I did it because it felt in my heart it was the right thing to do, bro. It wasn't clout. It wasn't none of that. It was like they said they only gonna give it to me, so I'm gonna go get it.
How did you meet?
Where we going? Can I take a bathroom break? What happened, Flip? Come on, man.
What you mean? What happened?
Go ahead, man.
You got another baby mother that I know. Yes.
Yes.
Your girlfriend? You together?
Yeah, Flip. Go ahead, man. Well, I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about her?
Nah.
Can you tell me why?
I don't want to go that route, Flip.
Is that private?
Private. I got a private life now. Put like that.
For real, or just it's private?
Yes. Private.
You took her from somebody.
No, I didn't, man.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I got a private life, man.
I ever respect that because you my man, but you see, I really want to double down on you. Look, don't you scratching the chin. Don't do that.
No, I was just scratching my hand.
Don't do that.
I
Can you at least explain why is it private? Like why? Can you explain that to me? Like why you chose to? And I respect it because I'm the same way. But I want to know your reason for why you going this route as far as you know.
Yeah, I learned this, man. Like everything, like my private life and my social life needs to be separated. Like it just needs to because people. I'm a dude from the streets, and this is exactly why. Honestly, I'm a dude from the streets, and I always gotta think like this. A lot of times, dudes are afraid to approach a dude like me straight up, so they'll use other means and other avenues to get at a dude like me. And it doesn't have to be get at me as harming somebody else, but get at me in another way.
Got it.
Enough said. You understand, Flip?
Say no more.
Thank you.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Move
Like,
on. Got it. I'm not one of them though.
nah.
Just want to put that out there. There's no funny. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying I got a lot of respect and a lot of love.
I appreciate
and stuff
that.
like that. All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying.
appreciate that.
But as a man, I can respect that and I can move on. You know what I mean? You and Hassan Campbell. How did that start, Poppy? Shout out to Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? How did that start?
How did what start?
The back and forth initially before y'all were able to work it out.
I'm gonna be honest. So I never heard of Hassan Campbell until the Jay Prince situation happened. Everybody was sending me his videos. He was supporting me though. I'm not gonna lie. Like before I even knew who Hassan Campbell was, the nigga was supporting a lot of my shit. But the thing that kept me from like showing that my extension showing my love back, it was that he would always talk about Sex, Money, Murder, and Pistol Pete because he has a history with them. That's his era, and he was on the opposite side. You know what I mean? He talks about it all the time, so it ain't like it's a secret. You know what I mean? B.O. is his big homie. My big homies, killed his big homie. So it's like I don't think he ever looked at me as an op or nothing like that because he was supporting me. But I didn't never look at him as an op, but I couldn't extend the love back because I'm attached to something that you keep disrespecting. Mm-hmm. So the way that back and forth came out was maybe he felt like I wasn't reaching back out. He threw a subliminal at me. Like even when he was talking about Sex, Money, and Pete, I didn't like it, but I would never say nothing. I'd just be like, here he go again. Everybody sending me the videos like, here this nigga go again. But then he said something that was like, Hassan Campbell. I ain't go front. I like that nigga a lot, bro. That nigga is I like that nigga, bro.
I like it too, yeah.
I like Hassan Campbell, son. That nigga crazy. But that nigga was like, yeah. Cause you can't be blood and you can't scream gang time and you got your daughter over here juicing vegan juices. You can't, like he was going, I'm the only nigga doing that, bro, making videos my daughter with vegan juices. And I felt like that was a indirect at me. After, like, I'm immediately after talking about sex, money, murder, like, bro, you're talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so then I threw a shot at him and disrespected him, and he threw a shot back, and then we started going back and forth. And not for nothing, I'm gonna be real. This shit is crazy. It's crazy that shit come around full circle. You know, that's why I looked at you. Hey, this nigga right here always tell me like, yo, bro, not for nothing, you need to make amends with that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all need to chop it up. I feel like y'all both two dudes who talk about real shit. Whatever he used to tell me. I'm paraphrasing right now, but this is a deep dude. Like, he's around me for a reason. Like, one of them people, like a mentor who, you know, who make me see shit in a different light all the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, right? I was on my bullshit.
I spoke to Hassan, and he was with it.
I was like, nah. My first, I was like, nah, I'm on bullshit. Fuck that. But I don't know, bro. Like, going through the pandemic and everything, Hassan Campbell actually reached out to me like a month or two ago, and was like in my DM, and was like, yo, I want to put our differences aside. Let's work together. Can we talk? And I was like, I called you. I was like, yo, bro, what you think I should do? He said, I already told you, bro. Like, talk to the nigga, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro. And I told Hassan Campbell, I'm just like, yo, let's do it. Let's do it on a public platform, though, because the reason why I said that, because you know how he is. Things will be said behind closed doors, and it be taken like, nah. If we gonna talk, let's talk on a public platform so the world could see what we talking about, and nothing be taken out of context. And when we spoke,
Because the beef was public.
because the beef was public, right? And when we spoke, it was nothing but mutual respect. And the only like misunderstanding that we got is that like, you know, like, he's heavily against the gang and the gang violence, and I understand it. I mean, like, I'm not for it neither. I'm not active no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and I told him, as long as yo, bro, just, you know, at the end of the day, if you want to be my friend, you want to fuck with me, you want to say we cool, just keep Pete name and sex, money, murder name out your mouth in a disrespectful light. You nigga, A&E talk about them, Discovery Channel, I can't say nothing. You could talk about whoever you want, but in a disrespectful light, you know that's what I stem from. So just keep that out your mouth in a disrespectful light.
Right.
Your opinion on anything else, I don't care about that. And, you know, and we spoke. I like his videos. I watch him. I watch you, Flip. Like, I watch y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all niggas is inspiring. Believe it or not, bro. Y'all inspiring a whole culture that you probably ain't gonna get your flowers until 10 years from now. But I'm gonna give you flowers now. Yeah, y'all niggas is really inspiring a lot of us out there, bro. Real talk.
Bro.
For real. Y'all niggas is inspiring, bro. Not for real. I'm real shit.
I appreciate that.
I'm a nigga who give niggas they flowers, bro. Like,
no, I don't like to think. You know,
he like compliments, but he don't like them at the same time.
nah, but it's real shit though. Like, in Hassan the same way. Like, he's creating something that, and from his own perspective. That's why I like it. Like, I'm a renegade. Like, I'm a rebel like that. I'm a nigga that nobody wanted to fuck with. But you know what? Now I got a voice. You got no choice but to hear me. So when I came at Hot 97, they had no choice but to say something and respond, because a lot of people was listening to me. They hear me. But back in the day, them niggas would have left me on mute. He ain't nobody.
What did they say? What did Hot 97 say?
Why you asking me that? You know, TT Torres try to act like she ain't never, you know, oh, I never did this. They don't even know who you was. What up? TT Torres, you're lying. I played the video. I reposted, played the video with Lisa Evans. TT Torres is interviewing Lisa Evans. And they talking about 6ix9ine. And they talking about, yeah, because all these dudes out here, they act like, you know, they won't snitch. And this Lisa Evans shut her down and said, Hocus for a fifth. He did time. He went to trial. He's one of the guys who was blood, came home, and he didn't tell. And you know what I mean? Lisa Evans stopped her and said that. You act like, oh, I never even heard of you. Stop it, TT Torres. Knock it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, so Flip like that shit. That's why you got me hyped. He like that shit. That's what he be trying to get out of a nigga.
We gotta talk about the response if you mention it, you know?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I ain't stressing that Hot 97 shit, man. But, fuck with you, Flip. Hassan Campbell, shout out to him. Salute to him. I plan on working with him in the future. you know, on certain projects, videos or whatever. You know, I like what he stand for. Like we in the same fight, just, you know, taking different routes. Like we got a similar mind when it comes to what they call quote unquote conspiracy theories, which is really not, is real life shit. But we kind of think alike, me and Hassan. That's why I fuck with him. Like, you know, I be watching some shit. I don't agree with everything he say. Just like he you know me, just like he probably don't agree with everything I say. But
I like it, man.
yeah, but it's like I like that shit. That nigga's a rebel. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He be going at me. I be watching. I be dying.
Yeah.
He's a bug out. He's a bug out. But you know, yeah.
Nah,
Right.
I like it.
Shout
I
out
like
to
it. I'm
him.
like, okay. And not the fact that my older brother who passed away, who I was telling you about, who was like my pops after my pops died, like, you know, my nephew, you know, lived close to him. And he was supporting my nephew even before I even, like, he got my nephew page popping, YouTube page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a bad guy, bro.
No, he's not.
It was just
Misunderstood.
misunderstood. He's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? He went through his situation, you know, but when you at war, you going at somebody, you going to use that. I'm going to talk my shit. You talk your shit about me, I'm going to use that. But he's not a bad guy, bro. Like, he's misunderstood, and I fuck with him.
How your brother passed away?
He died in his sleep, 33 years old,
What year?
2014, May 5th,
Rest in peace.
Day of the Dead. Yeah, he died in his sleep, and this guy is, you know, I don't even have to. Other people will tell you, like, he was. Who was he like, bro? He took care of everybody, bro. He didn't just take care of his brothers and his family. He took care of the streets, everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, he got his money in the streets, though. But he the nigga who could have had a Rolls Royce Bentley and all that. All he liked was his iced out watches, though. He'd drive a Honda Accord. Me and that nigga had fights. I wouldn't change my phone, Flip. Your fucking phones, nigga. Switch it. No, I don't. I want this number. Like, we had fights. Like, one time, like big ass arguments. This is when the Chargers first came out. I bought the Charger, had the 22-inch rim, shining, chrome shining, like the deep dead 6-inch, you know what I mean? And he's like, stop driving that shit over here, bro. You making it hot. Like, he was one of them. I'm like, man, fuck you talking about, my nigga. Like, and he never got locked up. Throughout all his years, like, nigga had the same trap crib forever. Nigga, I talking about bricks coming through there, nigga. Niggas will tell you, bro. P.I., my brother Kareem, man, Reem, P.I., like, and, you know, he died in his sleep, bro. And it's like, it was just a sad day, bro. Like, he fed a lot of people, bro. He was one of them niggas where everybody, like, if you knew him, especially Bronx, Harlem, even Brooklyn, nigga, like, if he fuck with you niggas went straight from the penitentiary. They didn't even go to their house. They went to his house. They'll come home off the fucking train, go to his house. Yo, mom, I just came home. Look, I got state boots on. All right, here's a band. His work, get on your feet. Don't give me back. Like, he's just a good person, bro. Good person, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna miss him, man.
What do you have? Sorry, G.
What's your relationship with DMX?
Oh, DMX is my big brother, man. DMX, man. That shit hurt so much. All right, let me start from the beginning. How we met.
Yeah.
All right, so shout out to my brother Gilly. Gilly is not Gilly the Kid. Gilly from Terror Squad. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Gilly is, you know what I mean, like Big Pun, brother, like, yeah, Puerto Rican Gilly. You know what I'm saying? You need to get him up here too. Gilly was road managing DMX, and you know, Gilly was managing us when we was doing Bang Bang Boogie also. You know what I mean? And Gilly is one of the people who always stayed in contact. He came to visit niggas, came to niggas' court dates. Gilly's just a real nigga, real street nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he's in the industry. And he was road managing DMX, and I did this song called Represent. I'm from Castle Hills, I'm from Soundview. And Gilly had it on his ringtone. Like, Gilly didn't even play it for DMX. Gilly would just, like, when his phone would ring, the song would come up all the time, and DMX would hear it and just be like, yo, who that, dog? Like, yo, that shit fire. So Gilly gave him the rundown who I was, and he was like, word? Call him right now. So Gilly calls me one day, and I'm like, hello? Like, Gilly like, hold on, somebody want to talk to you. DMX, I ain't even expecting it. And DMX like, yo, what's up, dog? I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? He like, yo, that song is fire, dog. Yo, listen, save a spot for me there on the remix. I'm like, oh, word? My first time ever talking to DMX. Mind you, we never got to do the remix, but my first time ever talking to him. I'm like, I got you, dog. He like, when you shooting a video? I'm like, I'm gonna shoot a video next week. We got it planned for like maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, something. He like, I'm gonna be there. Long story short, boom, hangs up. The day of the video, you know, we go to I'm shooting a video in my projects. Obviously, I'm from Castle, I'm from Soundview. I'm not living in my mom's crib, but my mom's still living in the projects. So I go to my mom's crib. Like I told everybody to be out there at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. And so I go to my mom's crib like 9 a.m. in the morning to take a shower and shit. I'm like, I'm just take a shower over there, whatever. So I'm in the shower. I get out the shower, my phone going off. I pick up my phone. Hello? Yo, it's X, bro. It's X. Huh? Yeah, I'm downstairs. I'm in your hood. What? DMX, what the fuck you doing in Castle Hill Projects 9 in the morning? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I told the videos at 12. He like, yo, man. I'm like, Russ got dressed, go downstairs. DMX is there. He on a fucking block. You know what I'm saying? People surrounding him and shit. Yo, y'all right. That's how X is though, man. He was just a real one. Like, he could go to anywhere. He wasn't scared. He'd step anywhere in the world, but he'll get the love. Ain't nobody thinking about robbing him, harming him, touching him. They just want to be in his presence and hear him talk and hear him speak and just be around him. Like that shit is crazy. I feel like X was like a prophet of our day. But yeah, after that, we shot the video. X is in the video. Y'all go watch it. It's called Represent. I'm from Castle. I'm from Soundview. We got real tight after that. After that, he had brought me out. It was my birthday, and I didn't even expect this shit. Like, you know what I mean? He was performing I think it was a event called like the Master Ceremonies. So it was like all the old school niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the X was on that. He was headlining the joint. And it was like a crowd pack of like 5,000 people. And I'm just sitting there. I'm with him, like he on the stage. I'm sitting right. I'm like right there on like backstage, but like right there. He like, hold on, y'all, yo. I want to introduce y'all to somebody. I'm from Castle Hill. I'm from Soundview. My nigga Hocus, give it up for the dog. And you know what I mean? And the crowd went crazy. And I was just like, damn, I didn't even know he was gonna do it. I don't even think he knew it was my birthday. And I was just like, wow, man. You know, I just gave him a hug. He's like, yeah, always us, never them. Like, yo, he a legend in the making. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, me and him got super tight, man. DMX, we done had so many different talks. We grew like a brotherhood, man. And he didn't, you know, he definitely told me, yo, you gonna be a legend, man. Like, he told me that God told me to pass you the torch. Those words came out of his mouth, bro. Wow. You know, he was a godly person. And now I'm not freestyling, Flip. See how you looking at me? I'm not one of those niggas, bro. I don't lie. I know Flip, bro. Flip might be like, yo, niggas get up here and talk. No, bro. DMX told me that out of his mouth, bro. I would never put no words in that man's mouth. That was my big brother, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to X, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, DMX, man. Ever since we've been tight, I done opened up for him different arenas in different states. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a real song with DMX. He gave me a verse, you know what I'm saying, before he died. Now I put the song out, but of course I'm gonna re-release it. You know, the song is called New York, New York with Swiss Beat, Styles P. I put Peter Guns on the song also. DMX.
You came in and said you were mad at somebody earlier for talking about him.
Charleston White. I'm gonna be real about Charleston White. Now, when Charleston White, when he was talking about the Corvette kid, I agreed with him. I'm like, that nigga was a little kid. What you expect? He was raised by his mother, the person who putting food in his mouth, the person who, you know, who's putting clothes on his back. You know, that's the person who's raising him. Like, you know, I told you my story earlier. I was raised by my mom's, but the streets raised me. You know what I'm saying? 14 years old, I was out there already with guns on me, selling drugs. That wasn't Corvette. I understand why he told. So everybody coming at him, that was wrong. But that ever since then, he's just been like, Charleston White just been coming at everybody like, he a clown, bro. Like, you disrespecting the whole New York. But you know what getting mad about Charleston White? He comes to say, oh, real men, why men watching me? Everybody watch everybody platform, nigga. Get out of here, you fucking old bozo, one-eye fool. Get out of here, you fish-eye fool. Get out of here. Yo, bro, everybody watch everybody platform. Men watching me. He try to like, real niggas don't watch the internet. Yes, real niggas do, nigga. I'm a real nigga. I'm involved. I watch everybody platform. I want to see what's going on in the world, nigga. Real niggas do watch the internet. You disrespected DMX for no reason. He has no reason for disrespecting DMX, bro. Like, that nigga, the man is dead. The man is a legend. You have no quarrels with the Rough Riders. What are you talking about DMX and disrespecting New York for, bro? Like, bro, when you the same nigga, I seen the video. I seen the tape, Kane. I seen the tape. This nigga was on video snitching on niggas from Texas. Oh, yo, them Crips up the block. I just want to say that they told me I can't be over there. I'm snitching on them. Like, this dude, then people want to say, oh, but he does a lot for kids. He helped kids get out of jail. He do that. Show me where he do that at, because he don't show that. Because he says he do that? Do you know Charleston White for doing that? Does he really do that flip? No, be honest. I don't know. I'm asking a question.
I don't know what he does.
Exactly. Do you know him for doing that? He says he do that. He says, I help kids get out of jail. I'm a community activist. I do that. Nigga, you saying you do that. Show us you do that. Because all we see is a old bitter ass nigga with one eye who somebody punch your eye out, probably disrespecting legends, nigga, disrespecting cities for no reason. Why are you disrespecting them? DMX ain't do nothing to you, bro. Like, at the end of the day, let that man rest in peace, man. People love that man. I love that man. You know what I'm saying? That man did for me what nobody in this industry ever done. I'm just a kid from Castle Hill Projects who grew up in the streets, who took towards the violence and selling drugs, and you know, like a lot of people's story who nobody cared about, paid attention to, and this one man heard one song, seen something in me to tell me that I'm gonna be a legend, told me that God told him that he gonna pass the torch to me. You think I'm riding, nigga, for life, nigga, DMX forever, nigga. Crazy? Like, DMX ain't do nothing to you. Like, I can see if he did something. Like, they'll point something out that he did. Why you disrespecting him? That's clown shit, bro. You cloud chase. Like, you like the 6'9" of the YouTube, bro. Charleston White is the 6'9" of the YouTube, bro. Like,
he started this in New York because he said that how...
Because of you?
Because of me. Yeah. And you know what's so crazy?
I seen that, too.
What's so crazy about him is that, you know, he was up here, man, and he showed a lot of love and respect. You know, that's why it catches me off guard. There was a lot of love, respect, man. We got I watched the footage, the security footage from outside in the front when he went outside. I watched when he was in the hallway. You know, the yelling stuff, everybody know I like to be the bad guy, but off camera, he was extremely respectful. And for him to, I guess, I don't know, I think one of those guys that tried to interview him, you know what I'm saying, might have told him something or said that, I said that, or made it seem like he disrespected New York, which he didn't. I don't know, you know, I feel like in this type of game that we're in, you know, I don't watch none of these dudes, and I have to say, I don't watch them. I'm not inspired by nobody's platform. Their platform means nothing to me. I'm self-made, and I did this along with my business partner, you know, and it's up to the top. With that being said, I feel like individuals, he said that certain individuals told him that I put it out there that he said he disrespected New York, which he never did, and I never said that. And I feel like the individuals that might have did that only did that to get an interview out of him. You know what I'm saying? Use me as your Queens, because he knew too much. In 24 hours, he knew, like, oh, he set himself on fire. He got his jaw broke. He interviewed the guy. Somebody had to give him a breakdown. So not that that's just corny. And, you know, he said the person that did it, you know, a group, I think he said, I don't want to say their name, but, you know, and me and that company, you know, we had to understand it, man. We switched guests. We had to understand it, but I guess that's the route they take, and I wish the best for them. But with Charleston, man, I ain't worried about him. He ain't, you know, we wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? He does it. He got to do what he got to do for the internet. You know, he said G Money's man. He liked G Money, and he said Queen's Flip is Queen's Flip, and I ain't do nothing.
He's a bozo.
Yeah, you know,
he's a Super Bowl. I don't care. He's a clown for that. Like, nah, you.
Yeah. I don't. Nobody. We ain't. He didn't even harm a fly up here. Like, there was a fly that flew past him, and he excused himself and let the fly go past. Like,
I bet he won't let Charleston White. I want to book you, like Queen Flip book you to come to New York. I pay your flight. Come back. Bet he won't let me book his flight.
I booked his flight. Yeah,
I know, but he was talking all that shit. Like, I seen it. Yeah, you pay me to talk. You shut up, clown. He a clown, man. Like, he disrespectful for no reason for the internet, and it's like, yo, bro. I did want to talk about it because, you know, DMX is my big brother, and I just feel DMX don't deserve that disrespect. Other than that, anything else he talk about, I don't watch that guy. I don't care about him.
Yeah, we wish the best for him in the future endeavors, man.
In mob terms, we wish him well.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
You know when the mob say, you know what that means. We wish you well.
Yeah. Well, yes, you had final words, G.
Man. What's next for Hocus for a Fifth, man?
Oh man, what's next? Right now I'm doing a whole project with Showbiz. Y'all know Showbiz, right? Showbiz, AG Showbiz. Yeah, shout out to Showbiz doing the whole project together. Music term. That's what's next for me with that. I got my vegan products, my health products that I sell. We came here, we dropped a couple to y'all. I got elderberry, sea moss. Some detoxes. Follow me. If you follow me in my Hocus for Fifth page, you click the go to link in my bio. Not the link. Go to my bio. You'll see the 4/5 health store. Also follow the pharmacist. The pharmacist org on Instagram. I got a whole list of artists that I'm dealing with. Shout out to Mulani. Shout out to Todd Skrilla. Shout out to Hush Money. Shout out to Kaya, NYC, Q Banger, the whole team 4/5. We coming strong with with the music and everything. Yeah, what else is good? What else is next for Hocus for a Fifth? Just prosperity, bro. I'm just out here trying to, just trying to preach my gospel and just trying to uplift the people, man. Like I told Joe yesterday, man. I don't like the word activism. I'm more of a freedom fighter, man. I'm especially a medical freedom fighter. We didn't touch this or go down this rabbit hole, but I think what's going on right now during this pandemic is really messed up, and anybody that's for wearing masks and taking vaccinations, cool. But if you're for that, you should also be on the side of freedom, which is especially medical freedom, because if they're forcing us to do something with our bodies, that's really messed up and it's not right and it's unlawful, and it's just like unlawful in the laws of the universe and laws of God, my nigga. Like you shouldn't force. You should be against that fight, because just because you think it's healthy and you want to do it, what if your kid really don't want to do it? Like, what if somebody you love really don't want to do it? You're going to be like, they're stupid, and allow the government to just take control of their body or deny them certain access to places and not fight for them? So I feel like we dealing with a bigger fight than we dealing with in the hood right now. And, we need to come together and really fight that fight more than anything, because the depopulation agenda is in works, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bill Gates went on TED Talk a couple years ago and said, we need to lower the population, and the way we're gonna do it is with vaccines. And right now they're trying to vaccinate the world. And that's not my conspiracy mind working. That's his exact words. So what's next for Hocus for a Fifth is just keeping up that freedom fight. Shout out to my big bro KT. And I definitely want you to keep this on there, because it's important that KT be mentioned here, because KT is somebody that take care of a lot of people, and that's the one who I went with Jay Prince and got the chain back, and we flew to French, who I was talking about earlier. He got a juice bar right now, in the hood right now, and he helps a lot of people in his community. The whole Soundview section right now is relying on us, on our backs, and we uplifting and we trying to build it up, and show our brothers and show the gang. You know what I mean? Yeah, we like, we not active gang members. We sex, money, murder, but we not murdering nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not active gang members out here trying to put guns in kids' hand. KT just opened a juice bar. He's putting juice in it. He's giving people jobs. He helps his community. I'm partnering with other people, but not only that, I'm leading by example, showing the youth like, I've been through this. You could do this shit too. You could be a homeowner too. You could find ways to make money outside. I don't have a job, bro. Like, I sell health products. Like, I make money doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm an advocate for that. So basically, that's what next for me, bro. That's who I am. That's the new hope. That's basically what it is, bro. And and as far as on music terms, we got a whole lot of shit going on. Gio, did I miss something?
I don't think so. That you said, Gio, did I miss something? So everybody can realize that Gio is somebody. Flip.
Now I know I would have had it later on. Like, why didn't you say you got this coming up? But nah, that's really basically it. We waiting for S1 to come home. You know what I'm saying? He be home in a few. By the time he come home, hopefully we where we want to be. He could be in position, and he don't have to go through the struggles I had to. Because when I came home, I went through a lot. Now I'm Hocus for a Fifth getting notoriety where I'm able to come and sit on a platform like this. But it took time, and I appreciate the journey, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a question from the audience. Someone wants to know what's it like being a father.
Our father?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. I got 4 kids. I got a 19-year-old, I got a 14-year-old, I got a 5-year-old, and I got a 1-year-old. And it's like different levels of my life. I had them, and when I was in the streets, I had my older ones, and when I'm not in the streets, I got my younger ones, and I got to I sit back and I watch them and I look at them, and you just see these beings become themselves, and I laugh a lot with them. Like, look at these little people. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny to me. It's beautiful, man. I love being a father. They amaze me. My kids amaze me. They're so talented. You know what I'm saying? My son actually doing music now too, but he's funny. He be on TikTok. He's a comedian. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's actually getting paid off of TikTok. I'm like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's an artist, dope ass artist. You know what I'm saying? I be selling her drawings. She makes money already on her own. And my youngest two, they just, just little beings. I just love them, man. I love being a father, bro.
What would you do if God forbid, I'm sure it's not gonna happen. But what would you do if one of your kids try to go down the route you went when you were younger? Like, if you saw it coming, like, how would you respond as a dad right now in 2021?
Well, I would just try to, I think fathers in kids' life is very important, bro. Like, my father died when I was 12, and I told y'all, I believe I said this. If my father would never died, I don't think that me and my brothers would have. Who knows what route we would have took, but we would have had a little more guidance. Mm-hmm. But if they did that, and I'm here to talk to them, I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna scold them. I'm gonna mold them. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be there with them, and I'm gonna just, like right now, like I just said, it's hard to answer that question because I showed them something different.
Right.
Like, so they see like my 2 oldest, they was at my trial every day. One thing I appreciate my baby moms for, she brought them. They got to see not guilty. They got to see their dad go through that. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for me and big for them. They're never gonna forget that. So I just don't see them going that route. But if they did, I would just try to, change their mind, bro. I believe that everybody, goes down a certain path for a reason, and you gotta just walk with them. You gotta walk with them and try to help them, bro. You can't control their life though, because the minute you do that, you lose them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got kids. I go through with my kids. Me and my kids beef. Even my 5-year-old, what? We beef. Like.
That's what's up. All right. Any questions again?
Nah, I'm good, man. Is there anything that you want to say that we didn't touch on? You already asked, right? So there's nothing you touch on. Let me say this last thing. I appreciate you coming up here.
I appreciate y'all having me, bro. Like, this is real big, man.
We show egos and pride put aside and stuff like that. And I actually respect what you said as well earlier. You got a beautiful family. And I salute to you, and I appreciate you and bringing the fellas up here. And thank you. That's it. That's all I got to say. Yeah, give out your social media. What's up with my song, man?
Shout out to Mike. Mike says, he's in the activism thing, and, that's the most I can say about that. He like, Mike's my bro. Mike's my brother. We have conflicting issues on where we going sometimes, and in our beliefs. But Mike's is doing a good deed. Like, he's doing what's in his heart. You know what I mean? And I would like to believe that Mike is doing what he feels is the right thing. Although, when it comes to Black Lives Matter and all of that, I'm not with that. I'm not with that because I think that a lot of activism is frauds, especially Black Lives Matter. And people that's getting paid this money, and these families is not getting this, reciprocated, and they the ones going through it. And also, there's more women that die in the hospital every day from pregnancy. Like, the numbers are like 10,000 to 1 than the police killing black people. Like, I'm not a Black Lives Matter advocate. I never will be. I think it's all fraud. But I think in his heart, he's fighting for the right cause. And like, there's more little kids getting shot in the street than there is police killing kids. So Black Lives Matter, and we need to speak up, even against our own. Right. Yes, I understand what they say. Well, police, they get acquitted and they don't go to jail, and so what? That little girl just died. So what? Nigga, we need to talk to the fucking gangsters in the hood. Nigga, y'all niggas need to stop. I wish somebody would have came to us back in the day. fuck y'all niggas doing out here, B? The whole neighborhood, like, stop. Y'all killing y'all own, y'all killing us. Yo, check this out. Maybe 20, 30 of us who run the projects, right? We call ourselves gangsters. We out there. We bloods. We holding this shit down. We like to think that. We killing each other, though. Imagine the rest of the neighborhood. My projects got 12 buildings. 14 buildings. 3 buildings with 20 stories. The rest got 12 stories. 20,000 tenants, maybe more. Imagine 5,000 of them coming to us like, yo, y'all niggas fuck out of here with that shit, B. Matter of fact, y'all get off the block. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, because these kids dying, what they doing, it's whack, bro. Like, and it's hard. I know I'm gonna be met with a lot of criticism because I used to be that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that no more, and it's gonna take something to change that. Not a march. Not just saying, kings, we need to stop killing kings. It's gonna take something. I don't got all the answers. Maybe if we come together and stop focusing so much on just police brutality, we could figure it out together.
I hear you. You got. Of course, you got the answers.
What I said, Flip? What I said wrong, Flip?
You said nothing wrong. It's just very interesting what you're saying. I'm very, I hear you. I got no comment. I got no comment on how you feel. You're a grown man. You feel that way. You feel that, basically you saying that, on one hand, you saying that we should police our own neighborhoods, right? And come together, but also you shine a light on, the things that's going on in our community. And and we don't speak about it, I guess that's what you're saying.
We don't address it. It's the elephant in the room nobody want to talk about. Because it's okay.
It's not okay.
It's not. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't address the elephant in the room. We want to talk about everybody else.
Do you think people think it's okay that kids are getting shot and stuff? The little girl just got killed. Look what her father's doing online.
I don't think that people think it's okay. I think that people is desensitized. Exactly. I was about to say that. Exact the right word for it. And
What do you mean
like
desensitized?
huh?
What do you mean?
You see it so much. You grow up in it, and it's like it becomes normal.
It becomes normal.
Like you hear somebody die, and it's like, oh,
We could kill each other, but police can't kill us.
And I think
That's kind of in a nutshell.
But then it's sensationalism too, because you got the media, right, and they're showing these constant images, right, of the police shooting, and it stirs all this anger and rage and this powerlessness, right, that we feel helpless. And I believe that a lot of people use that as a platform for them to get clout, to get money,
Yes.
to stand
Yes.
and but when it comes to real issues, they're mute about it, So, but you keep showing a certain image. The subconscious mind understands images, not words. So when you're constantly seeing something over and over, it becomes your belief system. You know what I mean? So you see this all the time.
You become immune to it. You become immune to
like,
it, yeah?
You just become desensitized. And then the murders in the neighborhood is like, and we grew up in it. So it's nothing that
We did.
shot him, so we become desensitized, But I think that, you stand, and I'm going to say it, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, I think,
We grew up in that, right, where they was like the lead black leaders, right? I mean, ask y'all a question. I know y'all interviewed us, right? But how do y'all feel about Al Sharpton and Jesse
I
Jackson?
don't answer those questions.
All right, let me answer for y'all. When we grew up, no, I'm not gonna answer for you.
can't.
Let me answer. If you ask me a thing, come on, please.
I'm not going to ask you. Get an answer.
Okay, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. When I was growing up, my mama and them, everybody knew they was full of shit. They was full of shit, and everybody knew it. Like come on, and it's like, and nowadays it's starting to look like the same thing is happening again. And
So because you made fun of them crying at the thing, I saw that.
they got hit with Bozo of the Day. They got hit with that.
Why?
I got a little Bozo of the Day segment, y'all.
Why? You felt their crying was disingenuous?
Yeah, I felt like it's full of shit, man. Like, get out of here. Like,
So they can't cry because they finally see a police officer being charged? That you don't feel like they should cry for that?
I'm not saying I don't. I just feel like they are full of shit. I just
Okay.
feel like I don't feel like they really care. I feel like it's full TV. It's for
Talk about the consciousness though. Like, talk about that. Talk about like. I just want to say because you hold back a lot. I think sometimes you got a lot to fucking offer, bro. I'm telling you, like, this nigga's a fucking universe within a universe. Like,
I mean, the consciousness pertaining to what? He's speaking on
like
Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton being full of shit.
We've been dealing with, right? Motherfuckers talking about 400 years, this, whatever. Like, we just addressing fucking symptoms, right? You could change the president, you could change this. It's the consciousness that needs to change, not the fucking players, right? It's the clothing, right? You can change the clothing, you can change put a suit on a monkey, it's still a monkey. You know what I mean? So it's the consciousness that needs to be addressed. It's not them fucking people or the players.
I think not to cut you off. I really think it definitely needs it's the consciousness. Like you said, it's like the medical field. They treat symptoms instead of the cause. If they treat the cause, you're cured. Period. They don't want to treat the cause. They want this. They want to just treat the symptoms so that it can keep happening, right? So
You ask, this is the question, right? How the fuck did you get home? And then this is a question. This is why we say it, right? Because how did you get a house? Like, how the fuck did you get? You did all this time. Your mother was a drug addict. You was on drugs, right? A lot of us was on drugs. And
I think I kind of touched on it earlier.
And what it is you visualize
Right.
shit. You started to change this movie that you kept playing, this story in your head, right? And when you start to change that shit in here, and you start to marry the feeling with the imagination, and that becomes your belief system now, then you could manifest any fucking thing that goes on.
Right. So, matter of fact, you know what?
Needs to be taught.
You know what? Let me touch on that real quick because I probably didn't. So like, all right, when I was locked up, this is like going back, so I don't know how y'all gonna split up the interview. Like,
We ain't gonna split again.
all right, so when I was locked up, I was in my cell and I told you I was getting a lot of books, and part of those books was books like The Secret, the Celestine Prophecies, The Alchemist, Think and Grow Rich, a whole bunch of books, and they did a search in my house one day. So they come and they tear everybody's shit up on Rikers Island. The captain came in my cell, told me to step out the cell. He looked on the floor and he seen the books there. He was like, "You get back in your cell." And he was like, "You don't belong here." I was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "You know what I mean. Close my cell." They didn't even search my cell. It's because he seen where my mom was at, and that's why I think Dave is touching that. How did I get here? We are spiritual beings having this human experience. I know we hear that all the time, but bro, we create our own reality via thought. Like, so what goes in the subconscious mind must manifest. This is a law, right? And even if you don't believe it, why? Let me just give you a simple example. Why do you think they pay so much for advertisement? Why do you think it costs millions of dollars, billions of dollars for advertisement? It's because they want you to keep seeing something. So, because they know if it goes in the subconscious mind, we buy shit subconsciously, not even understanding why the fuck we buying it. They got this shit down mapped to a T. Now, imagine you creating your reality consciously. We like it, like we really in a matrix, bro. So when I understood that and I understood who I am, I understood that I am a creator, and I'm not getting religious. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. That I am God. We all are gods, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are connected to the same source. We emanate from the same source, which is God. God is the source, and we are God. And when you understand that, it's like, and I look at you, I'm like, I can't kill God. I don't want to kill God. I'll protect myself by any means. You know what I'm saying? But we all are creating this reality for ourselves, bro. And when you consciously put these thoughts in your mind, and because what goes into this, what you consciously think about goes into the subconscious automatically. When you understand what manifests from the subconscious, then you create the reality. And that's how I got home. That's what he's talking about, because I was learning this. And I'm sitting here like, I said it, but I didn't really go into depth. I said I thought my way in here. I'm gonna think my way out of here, and that's a fact. And it's called the law of attraction. It's a universal law, and I use that, bro. And I use that, and even in the sense to being here. I mean, I always wanted to come up here. My pride didn't let me until I had a little wine in me to reach out. But I'm here.
I knew we was gonna be here.
And it's just everything in life. Like, I'm manifesting so much. I manifested a fucking legend like DMX in my life to tell me the things he told me. Like, I didn't manifest him like I want DMX to come in my life, but I'm just saying, like, the how was not up to you. Like, you got to just know what you want. You got to think about it. Like he said, visualize it, and it will manifest. But how it's going to happen, if you're trying to be like, all right, the way I'm going to get rich, I'm going to work this job, I'm going to flip this brick, I'm going to do that. It's never gonna happen like that. So when the real quick, so if the thought matched the frequency right now, you can manifest $1 million right now. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately. It happens with us all the time. Yeah.
Like you call yourself a meteorologist, right? And like the etymology is like the study, the root of the word, right?
Yeah.
So when you take the word media, right?
Mm-hmm.
It comes from the word media or medi.
Okay.
And Hollywood comes from a
Holly tree. Mm-hmm.
right? So the conductor, right, and the magician use the wand, right? The magician uses the wand to cast spells and do what he does, right? And that's what Hollywood, that's what media is about, right? A medium, what does a medium do? A medium channels, right? Your media channel or YouTube channel, right? Station, right? It channels a certain energy. And it uses our spiritual technology, our imagination, right? And it uses it to shift our perception. And then it creates an emotion. And when that emotion is generated, that's the real prayer. That's just the signal, because our heart is an electromagnetic signal, right? We are electromagnetic beings. We send these signals out, and we're going to get back exactly what we pushed out, right? So what we're experiencing is media, right? Flashing these images into our subconscious mind, it generates the emotion, and we walk around and we live exactly how we're being programmed, television programmed, right? But when we start to unplug from the bullshit, and we start, what the fuck do I want in life? Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? What am I passionate about? And you start to spend time with yourself in quiet, in solitude, away from the bullshit, in nature, right? You start meditating.
Or jail cell.
Electric foods that
you know what I mean?
Power you to fuck up, because we're electric, right? And now you're powered to fuck up. Now your images are coming from a divine source. You're digging into this reservoir of creativity, and now you're fucking channeling all type of miracles in your fucking life, from health to, right? You visualize this. You say you're self-made, right? Right? You had to.
So Flip, you're utilizing it, you know, on the subconscious level. Probably you do know what we talking about. You're just not talking right now, but you know, you're doing it already.
He's a fucking
you consciously doing it and understanding what we talking about. I mean, just no limits, bro.
I understand everything, but you know, it's not about me.
I got you.
It's about you guys. I understand everything. You know what I mean? What are you laughing for, G? You know,
I'm just, you know,
you have a vision. You have a vision, and you know, you execute it, and you start to think. And you know, my motivation is to don't stop, and just to be one of the greatest in the world. That's what motivates me, and to help and teach along the way if I can, because nobody was there to do it for me, and that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Some people stick through it, some people don't. It's crazy. I don't like to really get into all this type of stuff about me, man.
No, but this is the real shit that the world need to hear, because this is our life purpose, bro. Because once we realize this, you know, we could lift the veil from everybody, bro. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people is too dependent on the government or somebody else, or just somebody else. Period. Like, huh? No, I'm just talking about period. Like, fuck money. Like, just period. Like, people look for something or something else outside of themselves all the time, bro. Everything you got is in here, bro. Everything. You know this, Flip. Come on, man. Tell the people too. No, Flip. They need to hear from Flip too. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but you know, but at the end of the day, you know, that's basically what he was touching that way. Like, I found myself and became, you know, like I tapped into myself, bro. In that jail cell, 4 years. I turned that 4 years into a university. That 4 years wasn't. So when y'all ask me, like, I know y'all probably surprised. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't. No, I was the dude. Matter of fact, go look on the interview when I had with Fat Joe. Go look on the comments, right? I looked on there, and the dude I was in the Beacon with, he commented on it. He said, "That's the same Hulk I know from 9 Block and 7 Block. Had everybody working out and was kicking knowledge to all of us. Salutes." And I know that's my guy Mally. He the homie too. You're going to get a lot of those stories from that was on the island. Like, I wasn't just I'm not, just because I chose gangbanging in the streets doesn't mean that just, like, you know, we used to niggas, yo, you gangbang, yo, you doing it, yo, cutting niggas, y'all doing this, nigga. That's not my story, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I just got to keep it real. That's not my story. Don't get me wrong. In the streets, I done put in work. niggas done felt my wrath. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? I did things in the street. Cut niggas. Hit niggas. Rob niggas. I did a lot of that. But that's not who I am, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a product of that. I'm just one of them people where if I'm into something, I'm into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, everybody, the whole world, go to my Instagram and you can see what I'm into now, you know? I'm a freedom fighter, man.
All right.
And me done.
Round of applause one time, man. Hocus for a fifth, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel the energy.
I feel like Flip wants a lot of drama.
Nah, we good. We don't.
Nah, Flip
We
is
good.
good.
We good. We don't want the drama. We want the real story.
Yeah, that's the real story, man. I mean, you know, I think I gave y'all a lot. I think I gave y'all all of me.
Shout out to the whole team one time, man. Let everybody know who's in the building.
Yo, shout out to Biako Dave, you know what I'm saying? He in the building. The pharmacist all, we in the building. You know what I'm saying? I think that's it. No, I'm just playing. Gio, what up? Gio, I'm just playing. Gio, I'm just playing. Like, yeah, come sit down real quick so they can see you.
This is the problem.
There we go.
100 years of bullshit from this nigga.
You been waiting to come over here. You waiting to come sit down. You been waiting.
I knew he was gonna.
I need to say he's on some bullshit.
Shout out to Ty Skrilla, man. The whole team 4/5. Like I said again, man. Shout out to my brother Dollar. Tomorrow's his birthday. We gonna turn up. Shout out to KT, Big Bro Drift. What up? Hot Boy. What up? Huh?
I'm pulling up.
I don't know. We gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting a video tomorrow.
This is how they treat me for years.
So yo, when would this be up?
We're gonna let's sign up. We're gonna put y'all on all other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to the homies in the building. Appreciate y'all. Dope episode. Make sure y'all follow the pages at Queens Flip with a Z, at DJ G Money Official. Picky Eater season 4 is out now. You know what I'm saying? Your episode is actually up next, man. He does this like I can't even like.
G, I think you're missing something, G.
What? I ain't get there yet. Hold on, what miss?
It's all right.
No. What we missing?
At Flip the Script Pod.
No, he said he missing something from the interview.
Tell somebody
He wants something. No, he wants something. He want me to say something. I think.
I don't want to. I'm just watching G.
It's that Queen's Flip. I said Flip the Script Pod. My name
It's okay.
I said what?
Let's keep going.
I'm gonna get to the sponsors.
No.
I'm gonna get to the
Not
sponsors.
that.
Not
I just said,
either.
I think some people deserve certain
You
things.
think so? Oh man,
It's all right. Don't worry. If it could have your mom,
So you put me on the spot into that, man.
you?
He is though. He is.
Why you ain't do it? Why
Cause
you?
I just, I like to wait for the right time. Is say some, you know how I give it.
I know, but he said a lot of.
He said a lot of.
He said people got if they felt it.
It was the Raph, right?
I think it's the
Raph.
Yeah.
That one, right? He cool, man.
All right, he is cool. Come on, Jay. Don't forget my
He was
man.
good. I was so in the rap. I was in the story.
Yeah, what we got? What? I said,
He
nigga.
missed it.
He
missed it.
Gotcha.
Tell him, explain it, G. You want to explain it? Or you just let him.
Explain.
Let him find out on the internet,
He
right?
gonna find out. Yeah.
Nah. Oh, y'all gonna do me dirty.
You gotta do it.
What we did? Nah, we got the he cool, man.
Yeah, man, nobody paying you no attention. Sit your ass down. Walking up and folding your arms, man. You heard what he said? My man said it.
He said it. He got the he cool.
That's it. He got the he cool. That's it, man.
Man. Oh, I get it. You a funny nigga. I get that he cool because I'm see, yeah, because he.
Exactly. He got the top recognition on the show.
Yeah, I forgot.
you trying to pass him.
I was wrapped up in the story. I was so like everything else kind of caught me over. Thank you for reminding me, man. Because he is
deserve
cool.
it.
He is cool. He deserve it. He's cool.
I like him.
He's cool, man.
What, he put in work?
No, I get it. I get it.
sorry.
I get it.
You get it? I don't get it.
He said, "I don't know why he cool."
I get it.
All right,
You gotta watch the show.
Yeah, I watch.
You gotta watch the show. Like the show is G Money give people this saying that he's cool. So when he say he's cool, that means it's something that you cool. A lot of people don't get that in the interview. So I felt like Hocus should get that because Hocus is cool. The interview was good.
I agree.
So it was a praise.
I know.
Got it right?
Yeah.
No, because before he said it, right? You was doing all that,
I said to tell
He was trying to remind me, guy. Like I said, I was so wrapped up in the.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him certain things that he said that deserved the he
Yeah.
cool moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's anyway, listen, man.
It's on G, yeah.
That's on y'all.
Yeah.
All right, that's something y'all do in your show.
Yeah.
We owe you some elderberry.
I didn't say it's on you. What's wrong with this
This
nigga?
guy is crazy.
Yo, you bugged
Yo.
out, man.
Energy and PO and DMX.
Shout out to
We give
today.
you, hold on, stop. Now I gotta check him.
All right, get him.
We give your man the highest regards on the show, and you making a big fucking deal. I didn't wanna leave and had the niggas in the comments. Hold on, had the niggas in the comments and how y'all gonna play Hocus like that. I
Right.
stopped my man
He
to
did.
show Hocus respect, and y'all niggas just talking and talking and talking. and
Let
asking
G Money
questions.
talk, man.
G
Damn.
Money is not saying nothing.
Let him.
He's talking.
All right, you,
But I'm
why don't you
explaining-
stop talking?
He's talking. Because that's what I do.
This is not the Geo show.
Gio bugged out.
It's 2 seconds into a 10-hour show. We sit 18 hours.
So
What are
what?
you talking about?
All right,
It's
Gio.
talking for 2 seconds.
Gio, you cool too.
All of a sudden, What? Yo, we're not playing this game. Call Tiff, call Lux. They're gonna be.
Oh my God.
These two, I got a whole big thing going on with him and Lux. I'm gonna let y'all know when it come out.
I'm on right
Whole
now.
big thing. Shh, it's quiet.
Shout out to Lux, shout out to Tiff. Good people.
My brother and my sister.
I appreciate you, Gio. I appreciate you, man. You're a nice guy.
No. Nice guy. I don't like that shit.
You are.
Wait outside, man.
Wait outside.
Yeah.
Let us sign out real
Let's
quick.
sign out, Gio.
Let
Let's
me outside now. I need
Let's
to. He
sign-
cool, man. Let me get my.
You got it already. They just fucked it up. They fucked up the moment. You got it already.
Nah, I need it. I need my he cool, man. Come on.
All right, man. All right.
Just get him on. Don't give it to him.
Nah, that was kind of. I came in because that's kind of worse than not giving it to him because it wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? It was, I did it, then it was, oh yeah, then it was a whole, it wasn't really, it wasn't really there. Like, he cool, man.
No! That's two! You can't have two, nigga! You don't
Yeah,
even
nigga, I deserve it, nigga.
It wasn't really.
I got two he cools, nigga. Nobody got that. They got to top me
What?
now, nigga.
Well, you in the category with something. Yeah, but you up there.
All right.
Anyway, shout out to today's sponsors, man. Shout out to Terrace and Clout, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out
For
to Terrace
providing this nice sweater. Is this a sweater or is this
I don't know. It's some type of bullshit.
nice.
That shit's nice. The colors is bullshit.
The colors, but nah, this is nice
Nah, the
two-tone
colors fine.
joint, you know
try
what I'm
to match
saying?
with your hat, yeah.
You see the hat with the shop. I'm in Aubrey too, Kingdom Born.
Let me stop
You know what
playing.
I'm saying?
Shout out to Terrace.
But check out the website, man, terraceandclout.com.
I'm gonna wear my hat.
At Terrace in and Clout on Instagram. Shout out to B Moore, Maryland, VA, 2 up, you know what I'm saying? Got the hat,
I
man,
like
Queens
this. I'm gonna wear it.
You ain't gonna wear
They
that.
gave you the pink joint.
The pink John. You gonna wear the pink John? You gonna wear the pink? Yo, so my man Queens Flip a nice little 2-tone joint, Terrace
Niggas
and
don't
Clout.
want to send me nothing, man.
They don't want to see you nothing, man. I got some else. Nah,
You
man.
lying. You'd have been gave it to me. Pause.
Terrace
Hey.
and Clout, what up, man? Salute, appreciate y'all.
Yo, it's
Sign
Queens Flip, man. URLTV.tv. I'm from Queens. Listen, man, shout out to Hocus for a Fifth for coming up here, man.
doubt.
Don't allow your ego and pride to keep you, let us be divided. Pause.
Right.
Shout out to my man. Lock your doors, close your window, close your blind, open your blind. If you see a nigga like Gio on your lawn, don't be afraid to use a firearm. If you see a nigga like 4/5 on your lawn, let him in. He don't mean no harm. I'm from Queens.
I love that ending.